Check, 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 check. Good morning, and let's do this. Cotter and Marshall Show. Get that stream and join the horde. Watch the show each and every morning, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. You can also listen to the show. Download the Rock 1061 app for free. Get us on your in-home smart speaker. Also check us out at rock1061.com. Marshall, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm in a great mood. I'm feeling really good this morning.
Okay.
Which means 8:30 comes, I'm crashing.
Can I bring you down a little bit?
Please do.
So yesterday I was working out in my gym. No big deal. Just trying to get my pump on. So my mom calls me.
Okay.
My mom, recently widowed.
Yes.
So she calls me and she goes, John. That's my first name. John. Straight out. This is the phone call. John. Hey, Mom, what's going on? When do you think I'm going to die?
What?
Yeah, my mom obviously having a moment last night. Yeah, that's how my night was. That was a fun one.
To add on that, I don't know if it's still there, but there used to be a website that would predict how many times you would see your parents before they die.
Yeah.
So you calculated where you lived, how often you visited, and then it would pump out a number. It's like, this is how many more times you're going to see your parents before they die.
Yeah.
The most depressing website ever.
And the only thing I could do when she asked me, I was like, I just started laughing. I'm like, really? I just said, you got to live as long as me, Mom. So I got about 2 more years. Oh, man, that got dark.
I feel bad for your mom.
That got so dark on a Tuesday.
You're going to go see your mom this summer, right?
I don't know. Yeah, I'll get to it. I am quite the procrastinator. I think we learned that on the show yesterday.
That's true. Yeah. All right. Did you see this theory about the Mayweather-Paul fight?
Okay.
That allegedly or supposedly Mayweather actually knocked out Paul.
I saw that.
And then held him up because it was early-ish, mid-fight. And there's like, no. We got more rounds to go, buddy. You're not going down.
Yeah, there was actually, so people try to claim that from just a small, 3-second clip.
Yeah.
And then they actually showed an extended clip. And he actually was just leaning forward to lean on him. They showed the wider clip, and he actually was getting up just fine. It didn't look like he got knocked out. That was just creative cutting.
Okay.
But I did see that as well. I was like, what? And then I actually had to do some deep diving on the internet yesterday. But yeah, no, he was completely fine. Those guys were pulling punches last night. They essentially robbed America of $50 per household, whoever was dumb enough to buy that thing. Kudos to them, but they literally robbed a bank. America.
All right, coming up today on the show, quizzed in the face to kick off the 9 o'clock hour. We'll get to Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout? The call, comment, and text segment today. I think we've all gone through this or experienced it in some way or another. What's the worst case of road rage you have ever seen? I experienced some personally on a trip to Texas that my kids still talk about to this day. So we'll tell that story and, of course, take your calls, comments, and text at 800-394-1061. You can vote for the Dude of the Week Death Match on the Cotter and Marshall Show Facebook page. Also, about last night, to kick things off next, Jeff Bezos could be the first billionaire in space.
He also could be the owner of the Chicago Bears.
So much craziness there. Kevin Durant likes to have options. And speaking of the Bears, are they for sale? We got details coming up with About Last Night. Now, brand new Volbeat. It's Wait a Minute, My Girl. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
We're having issues with Twitch this morning. It's not for some reason.
It's up here.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it shows that it wasn't.
That happened the other day, too, didn't it?
Oh, if we're up, we're up.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, we're up.
We're up. Thank God.
We're up. Now, nobody's there, which doesn't mean anything yet. Usually somebody's popped on by now.
Yeah, it's usually weird. Okay. Well, let's...
It says 2 people are there, me being one of them, probably.
Okay. All right, I'll go ahead and share it around.
This is a short song. We got a minute and a half already.
Jesus.
It's 2 minutes and 16 seconds.
It's the bear story first?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, good morning. If anybody's hanging out on any of the streams so far, it is Tuesday. Yeah, I'm just in a really good mood. I don't know. Woke up in a good mood. Slept in a little later, 3:30, but still. I actually saw my kid yesterday, which I think I'm already over my over-under. Didn't expect that. 30 seconds.
Yep. Just going to get this one up, and then I'll get the rest after the break.
Cool.
Unless you decide to play another minute and a half song.
Anything's possible. All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. As always, check out the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Kicking off the show, story number 1 about last night. Interesting stuff with Chicago and the Chicago Bears. Now, they've been in the NFL since its start, 1920. During that time, they've been owned by one family the entire time. Current principal owner is Virginia Hallis McCaskey, 98 years old. She was the daughter of Bears founder George Hallis, and she has been the prime leader of the organization since his death in 1983. 5 of the 8 board members are McCaskey family, so it's definitely a family organization. But now, according to reports, the team could hit the market and be for sale because of internal strife among members of the family.
I hope this happens.
Really?
Yeah, I love the McCaskey family and you know, one of the originals in the NFL, but it just doesn't seem like anyone past Virginia, and once again, she's 98 years old, knows what football is. It's really, really tough to just be like, yeah, they're football guys, because they're not.
Yeah.
Because you've heard them talk before. I mean, the team president is an accountant. I'm not joking.
That explains so much.
The team president, Ted Phillips, is an accountant for the team, and the team has only, gone to 2 Super Bowls in the last 35 years and won one. Remember that one? 85 Bears. So yeah, this is really interesting, man.
So this story is coming from Jim O'Donnell of the Daily Herald. Now, he didn't really talk about which members wanted to sell. He did say Virginia does not want to sell. Now, the Bears' value is reported at $3.5 billion.
Yeah.
Now, a little bit of context. When George originally got the team going in 1920, he paid $100. So this is a really good return on your investment if the family decides to sell the team. Now, there are 3 potential buyers. One of them is Jeff Bezos. Now, reportedly, he just wants to buy a football team.
Yeah, he wants to own something else in America.
So whenever there is a team for sale, his name gets brought up. Then you have Pat Ryan. He owns about 20% of the team. And then there's a guy named Neil Blum. He actually tried to buy Ryan's 20% back in the 80s, but the team got together, family, and it was sold to Pat Ryan. Now, I mean, if the family sells, man, are they cashing in?
Well, yeah, very much so. And so is Ryan if he decides he doesn't want to be a part of the team as well. But I don't know if the McCaskies can sell just their portion. I'm guessing they can.
You would think.
And then someone like Jeff Bezos could come in with controlling interest. But I mean, Jeff Bezos, he's worth $187 billion. He could definitely afford this. So, yeah, I mean, it may be the Amazon Bears. Whatever. I'm cool, man. Bears fans get hopefully, a little perk or something. If I buy a T-shirt from Amazon.com on the Chicago Bears, like, do I get a free ticket, like a free popcorn or a soda when I go to a Bears game? I want a little perk if I'm going to be, owned by the Amazon dude.
So the history of the team being owned by one family means nothing. You don't care.
I'm not sentimental. Let's go. Let's go. I just want a winner. And Jeff Bezos, all the money in the world, man. He'll be able to buy the best coaches. Like, we'll just buy coaches. We won't even hire coaches anymore. We'll just buy the best ones. Nick Saban, come on up. Let's go.
That's the question, though. I mean, is he going to be an all-in owner to where it's like, all right, I've got all this money, let's put everything into it? Or does he just want to own a team for the sake of owning a team? And he's like, all right, I'm not going to spend a lot of cash on it.
This dude likes to win. He has the biggest, essentially he created Walmart for the internet.
Yeah.
And he owns that. And he loves to win constantly. He's going up into space. We're going to talk about that here in a minute. This dude wants to win. He's a winner. Let's go.
All right, we got more details about Jeff Bezos and space coming up, like Marshall said. We'll keep an eye on this Bears story. Keep you posted there. Coming up next, Kevin Durant had a date with a former porn star, but he brought another date to that date.
Yeah.
Dude likes options. That story's coming up next. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Just guys being dudes, man.
All right, so there are 3 people, according to this, on Twitch. Nobody has commented yet, so that's weird. I don't know. I'm going to get my coffee.
Yeah, Restream's having a little bit of a fit today. I don't know what the deal is, but it seems like we're up and going, and I'm just going to let it roll.
Okay.
What up, Charles? Yeah, Bezos wants to buy the Bears for a tax write-off. Got to get some losses. Hey, Charles, are you having any issues logging into your Twitch and watching us there? Sorry, I just saw that you commented from Facebook. Yeah, not really having a studio issue or anything, just more the fact that kind of strange where on my side, it's not showing that Twitch is up, but obviously Twitch is up because we're watching it on one of our main screens here in the studio.
Yeah, and I'm not getting the comment that usually pops up here. Weird.
Yeah, I'm seeing it on my OBS.
Yeah.
What up, Thomas?
What's up, guys? I don't know who's here. Bring it on.
Couldn't get Twitch to load.
Weird. Okay, so my Twitch, I've got Twitch working here. Let me refresh. Oh, there we go. Maybe not now. Shouldn't have refreshed it. Yep, maybe I shouldn't have refreshed it. It was going. Now it's not.
Well,
that's why I'm not getting anything, guys.
all right.
So my brother and his wife were supposed to come down this weekend because going to Disney, and they were going to stop over like Friday night, Saturday. And I was like, all right, cool. It'll be fun. Talked to him yesterday, and he's like, we can't make it now. When we booked the hotel, we didn't know we had to basically say which park we were going to which day. You had to tell them ahead of time because COVID, and they still have some restrictions. And by the time they did that, it was too late, and all the parks were booked. So they moved it. So it'll be in July sometime, I think, when he's coming down. I was looking forward to seeing him, but after this week, it's just stupid busy. It's like trivia last night. I'm going to go to draft room tonight because we've got somebody else hosting this evening. I just want to make sure we're good there. Bingo tomorrow. I think I got to go to coaches on Thursday. So I'm actually kind of okay with him not coming down this weekend because I ain't doing dick, guys. Nothing. I'm sleeping.
Yeah, it's weird. I cannot get Twitch to jump off this morning.
Yeah, and it was weird because when I first logged in, it was working now. Then I hit refresh, and I got nothing.
What up, Daniel? How you doing, man? All right, so I can either kill the stream overall and try to restream, or just go with this. What do you want to do here?
I don't know. Tony says Twitch is running, but says reconnecting chat. I'm up on the Facebook page now. Yeah, because it says error when I refresh it. Connection failure. That's weird. I don't know. We might want to try. Hate to reboot everything and kick everybody off, but I don't know. Is it up on YouTube?
Oh, now it shows that everything's offline.
Looks to be up on YouTube.
Now it shows everything's back up.
Yeah, I don't know. Twitch is connection failure. Let's see if I can just get to Twitch's website in general. So it may just be a Twitch issue. I can't even get to Twitch.
Oh, is it just down?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just went to Twitch. Normally I just go to us, but yeah, just maybe a Twitch thing.
Okay. Well,
guys.
I'll just leave it where it lays, man.
Yeah.
The Twitch is running, but it says reconnecting chat. Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Well, we're just gonna leave that where it lays, and if we can get it going later, we'll get it going later. It's just gonna have to be one of those days on the stream today. Sorry about those technical issues, guys, but obviously not our problem. We're going
Kevin Durant.
Kevin D.
Marshall, you're quizzed in the face today in honor of it being summer and people getting ready to head out and enjoy some vacation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give you names and locations of odd roadside attractions.
Okay.
You have to tell me whether they're an actual roadside attraction or not.
Oh, I like that. Nice.
So,
Thomas, Mr. Very Busy Marshall was too busy to call yesterday. What's up with that? Dude, I swear, if you neg me one more time, Thomas, on these tickets, I'm not fucking giving them to you. I will literally call you when I'm ready. Do I have to adult you right now? To smack the adult out of you? I didn't get to it yesterday, but I will tell you that I worked somewhere around 10, 11 hours yesterday. So, I mean, I was busy.
Charles, once again, just classic stuff. Tim's been moonlighting for Twitch. I'm so sorry, somebody. Goddamn.
Poor Tim. Poor Tim, the engineer. Thomas, makes you feel better sometime this week. Sometime this week, buddy, is when I plan on doing it. I was hoping to get it to you yesterday. Went home, and then I got, inundated with a bunch of AW emails.
Yeah.
And then, I had to do some voice tracking, and then I had to cut a spot. 2 spots, one for Greensboro, one for here.
Okay.
And, it's been rocking and rolling since then. It's been great.
Dropping my dog off at daycare at 1:30, thinking about going to Double-ation after that, since I'm close to, 95 after I go to Barks. If you want to grab a beer, I'm heading there.
Oh, my God. South Dakota has some of the oddest roadside attractions. Fun fact. Did not know.
We wouldn't have it any other way, Thomas.
Yeah. I mean, give us the shit. I mean, just know I'm going to give it back to you. I'm gonna slap the adult right off your face.
We got about 2 minutes.
Yeah, I got a ton of stuff to do, so I'm going to pretty much relive what I did yesterday. Except I don't have to do trivia tonight, which is actually really nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like I've got a couple people who could potentially do the Monday trivia, but I want it to be working before I give it to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I want it to kind of like where they're not wondering what to do every Monday. So once it takes off, I'm ready to hand it off. But I feel bad sticking somebody with chasing down the manager, figuring out what's going on.
Yeah.
So I really hope it takes off because I really don't need to do trivia and bingo every week.
I hear you.
But the check we just got was nice. I'm gonna lie. My next tattoo's paid for, or my finishing up of this next tattoo's paid for.
Morning, T.A. Grindle. How are you? welcome to the Facebook side of the chat today. Yeah, so Twitch apparently is down or not working overall for us.
Yeah.
So just a heads up, guys. There, not us. That's not a studio issue. That's a Twitch issue.
Yeah, I'm not blaming Tim the engineer on that, or unless, like Charles said, he's moonlighting for Twitch, then I may have to blame him.
Yeah, twitch.tv, error 503, service unavailable.
Yeah, that's not good.
Is
how many
Twitch
people are losing
working?
their S right now? Damn.
Let's go to downdetector.com. Users report indicate problems at Twitch. Twitch is a video streaming platform, and it spiked at about 5:30 this morning.
Oh. All right, guys, be right back. It is about last night, Cotter and Marshall show. Story number 2. It's kind of a weird story. On a recent episode of a podcast called Three Girls, One Kitchen, former porn star Lana Rhoades said she recently made a trip to New York. A Nets player put her up in a skybox with a few of her friends after the game. They all went to dinner. Now, she was there basically to be on a date with this Nets player who she doesn't name, but drops a pretty massive hint.
Yeah, I mean, well, there's tons of hints along, the whole run of the podcast. First and foremost, he's a Libra. It's very easy to find this person's birthday online when you start Googling. And, she mentions that he's very successful, owns lots of businesses. And you're thinking, wow, which Nets player could this possibly be? And then, yeah, it turns out it's Kevin Durant.
He's the only Libra on the Nets roster. So if you're going to give a hint, I guess go that way.
Yeah.
But they were going to go out to dinner, and this was a date. That's why she was there. However, Kevin Durant is a man who likes options.
Exactly. So after the game, he had a car pick up Lana and all of her friends. There was like 6 friends. And then they said they mysteriously stopped somewhere else, and 2 other girls got in with 2 of the guys from the basketball team, one of them being Kevin Durant. They went out to dinner. She said she had a good talk with him, but he wasn't exactly the greatest at small talk.
Yeah.
And that's another thing, too. Kevin Durant on Twitter, one of his header says, "I hate small talk," or something to the effect of that.
He's honest.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is Cotter. This is just another case of guys being dudes with porn stars. Am I right? I mean, this is just a straight up guys being dudes case. I mean, I would do the same thing. You got to bring up a backup chick just in case the porn star is not, DTF.
It's like a dating buffet, I guess, for him. It's like
when you're as successful as Kevin Durant, I mean, why not? I mean, talk about an alpha move. Alpha move. You invite a porn star, all of her friends, you fly him down, put him in a skybox, buy him dinner, and you're like, this is probably going to work out well for me. And you're like, just in case it doesn't, I'm going to bring good old Reliable over here with the crew as well, just so I have, a second option.
Now, maybe he's thinking she's a former porn star. Maybe a threesome could happen tonight. And he was just hoping, if I bring somebody else, who knows where this could lead.
Well, I mean, talking about alpha moves, I mean, Lana Rhoades, beautiful woman.
Yeah.
She actually left in the middle of dinner.
Yeah.
And that's talk about alpha moves right there. She left Kevin Durant, Kevin Wayne Durant, in the middle of dinner because she was just not having a good time.
All right, we've got one more story to go. And about last night, we could have our first billionaire in space, and it's totally not who I expected. I figured it'd be one guy and one guy only.
Yeah.
Not him. Stories coming up next. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. Here's Five Finger Death Punch, Living the Dream.
All right. Just obviously checking in on Twitch again, guys, just seeing if it's working and not. Morning, Wanda. How are you?
What's up, Wanda?
Whatever. It's still not. I don't care. I'm over it. Welcome to the dark side of the stream, Twitch people.
Not bad. 1 to 2 days done. And it's a wake and funeral for my lieutenant that passed away from cancer. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks.
Or you're probably getting comments I'm not getting.
This is on YouTube. That was from T.A. Grindle. Did that not pop up?
Nope.
Weird.
Oh, wait, here it is. Yeah, not bad.
Just a little late. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks, man. So if you're like a Twitch, broadcaster, streamer, whatever it is, and Twitch is down, you're just like, oh, day off, thank God. Because how much content do you got to put out? if you're seriously, this is what I do for a living. It seems like you just always have to be feeding that thing.
Yeah, there's certain streamers. The big time streamers, they stream up to 6 to 8 hours a day. It is literally their full time job, and they stream generally about 6 days a week.
Yeah.
So these guys are really racking in hours. It's not like they're. The biggest things is having to do they have to put together graphic packages and stuff for their stuff. Which can be quite expensive, but there's literally, and then having their setups, but there's not a whole lot of work to be done once you get that. It's just like grinding out and playing Call of Duty 8 hours a day. Or sitting in a hot tub with, some chick with big boobs. Try to be greedy and have too many streaming platforms. Might as well just dwindling down to 2 or 1. Yeah. Truth of the matter is, our 2 most popular that we stream to personally, just our radio show, is Facebook and Twitch out of the 3, honestly.
That makes sense.
We have a few people who use YouTube, but, we have the highest numbers on Twitch, followed up by Facebook, and then YouTube's definitely 3rd.
All right, got about 45 seconds. Got this Jeff Bezos story. Got new stuff from Aaron Jones coming up here in a minute after the commercials.
Mm-hmm.
I like that tune, man. Looking forward to seeing him at Rockville.
Which one is he playing?
The song?
Is it Mercy?
Mercy, yeah. Okay, that's his new one. All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out on air and on the stream. Cotter and Marshall Show. Got one more story in about last night. Now, if you had to take a guess as to which billionaire would be going into space first, I'd go Elon Musk.
Yeah, you would think Elon Musk would be the number 1 choice. But, is Elon Musk afraid to go to space?
Maybe.
Are we starting a narrative right now? I think Elon Musk is kind of a baby back bitch who doesn't want to go to space.
This could turn into who's got the biggest penis contest.
Right.
Eventually. Because Jeff Bezos recently announced he is making a trip into space. Now, he's heading to space as part of the first crewed flight on a rocket ship made by his aerospace company because why not?
Yeah, he's got to have one too.
It's called Blue Origin. He's going to be making the trip along with his brother Mark. Now, he says he's dreamed of traveling into space since he was 5 years old. That dream is going to turn into a reality July 20th on a rocket ship called the New Shepard. The plan is for Jeff and Mark to join an auction winner to go up on this 6-seat capsule. It's an 11-minute journey, a 59-foot rocket, 60 miles above Earth. The highest bid right now for the spot with Jeff and Mark, $3 million.
It's way too much. No, not for the fact that you go to space, right? And it's it's a little bit of space. It's like it's like going to the beach of space. It's right there on the edge of space.
That's true.
Yeah, it's not like you're going into space. Have you watched any interview with Jeff Bezos from Amazon?
I have not.
He is terrifying. He is an utter disturbing talker. I don't know. Seriously, something's not right with him, which makes a lot of sense because usually the most genius men on the planet are very weird and eccentric. Elon Musk, he's a billionaire at times and times over again. I don't know if you watched the video of Jeff Bezos talking to his brother about taking him to space.
No.
He's part robot. I'm pretty sure he's part robot, and it is disturbing the way his cadence and talk is. At the same time, he's wearing a cowboy hat. And I just couldn't take him seriously. It was, Cotter, disturbing.
I mean, are we talking just like Mark Zuckerberg socially awkward type of stuff?
No, it was just his cadence was so weird, and everything was slightly off-putting. Once again, I think Jeff Bezos has used technology to make himself part robot. If he lives, he may live forever. I'm just saying, Jeff Bezos is a robot who's going to live forever.
Now, if you're with Jeff Bezos, with Amazon, are you hesitant to allow him to be on the first rocket ship up?
Well, I mean, being that he's part robot, yeah, it's fine. His mind's somewhere probably in a bunker.
They've downloaded it
underground. Yeah, they downloaded it. Everything is going to be fine. Even if it blows up, we'll get the other Jeff Bezos just walking straight out the door the moment it blows up. I mean, he is a robot, man. It is crazy.
I'm going to have to watch this interview now because I don't think I've ever seen the man speak.
Exactly.
So I'm going to have to see it.
I think it's pretty rare, too, that he does these. And that video was released yesterday. I'm like, yep, never let that guy on video again. Bad idea.
Now, I still stand by it, though, man. If I'm with Amazon, I'm with that company, I'm like, look, wait until flight 5, 6. Let's make sure the bugs are all worked out before you go to space in one of these rockets. You know, good on him for being confident in his product.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know.
Yeah, kudos to robot overlord Jeff Bezos of Amazon.
All right, coming up next, we're going to talk about health. What made you start taking your health seriously? Because I think most of us, younger, doesn't even matter. It doesn't cross your mind. You're going to live life however you want to live it. Maybe there was something, though, that changed that. We'll talk about it next. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. I'm getting my coffee.
Thomas, you had a really good point of calling Jeff Bezos a tool. I mean, he is mostly mechanical, metal. I mean, like, seriously, guys, I'll find this little video he put out telling his brother that he's going to take him to space. His brother was not impressed. He's like, "Oh, you're going to take me to space? Oh, wow, that's nice." Like, his brother doesn't even give a crap. Yeah, it was just disturbing how much of a robot Jeff Bezos is. Hold on, I got to go back to my show stuff email from yesterday. Just crazy. Morning, David. How are you, man? I actually mentioned it to my wife last night. Is there anything going on this weekend? Is there like any big race, David? You're a big race guy. Is there any big thing going down this weekend?
All right. A-Dub will not be in at work today.
Oh, really?
Yep, he hit me, sent me a text. Be in from this morning, see you tomorrow.
All right, guys, here's what I'm going to do to prove that Jeff Bezos is a robot. I'm going to let you guys make up your own mind. So I'm going to go ahead and drop in that story from TMZ where we got this.
Well, here we'll
into the chat.
Is that where the interview is?
Correct. Yes.
Well, let's do this. We'll just play it on the stream.
A-Dub calling in drunk, possibly.
Anything's possible. Interview is? We'll just play it on the stream. Oh, that's us. Hold on. That's why. Let me pause that real quick. Get rid of that. That's why. All right, here we go. So let's listen to this together, guys.
You see the Earth from space, it changes you. It changes your relationship with this planet, with humanity. It's one Earth. I want to go on this flight because it's a thing I've wanted to do all my life. It's an adventure. It's a big deal for me. I invited my brother to come on this first flight because we're closest friends.
He has a
I really
weird...
want you to come with me.
Yeah.
Would you?
Are you serious?
I am. I think it would be meaningful. Have my brother there.
They
I
would be
wasn't even
meaningful.
expecting him to say that he was going to be on the first flight. And then when he asked me to go along, I was just awestruck.
Seriously? If you're willing, if you want to.
God.
Yeah.
What a remarkable opportunity.
All right, yeah, okay. So if my brother was like, dude, I think it'd be remarkable if you came to space with me, I'd be like, oh my God, seriously? Are you kidding me? My brother, Jeff Bezos, billionaire, you're taking me to space? That is, I would freak out. This guy's like, Wow, that's really great. That is so nice of you. It's almost like they're videotaping us for a reason.
Yeah.
And it's not like you already told me that this was going to happen. And Jeff Bezos is wearing a hat, and he's like, this is a remarkable thing.
It will be meaningful.
Things will be meaningful. Jeff Bezos is a robot.
His brother looks like what Jeff Bezos probably wants to look like. He looks a little bit more normal.
Right. I told you it's mostly because they've replaced Jeff Bezos' body with a robot exoskeleton. He's essentially T-1000.
He is. I mean, he really, if we ever have, he'll be the world's first supervillain. You know, he'll be Lex Luthor before anybody else is.
That's just what comic books told you.
I believe it, though. It was bound to happen sooner or later.
Jeff told his brother, I want to take you to space to see Uranus, says Charles. Thanks for the lowbrow comedy there. Tom goes, I concur. He's just like the dude from Grandma's Boy. I haven't seen Grandma's Boy since it came out. I got to watch that again.
My goal this week, because I haven't watched, I know you were...
Don't say things you don't mean.
No, I'm going to watch the zombie movie. I know you were on it.
Army of the Dead?
Yeah, I'm going to watch it.
No, why? Why would you do that to yourself?
I want to watch it. I want to watch it. Because my kid said she wanted to watch it, so I was trying to wait to watch it with her, but she's in Illinois now, so I already told her. I was like, sorry, I'm watching it.
You know what? At least you're watching something new. You know what? Kudos to you.
Yeah. Oh, I'm still plowing through Frasier. Don't get me wrong. 5 more seasons to go.
Nothing says awesome like rewatching Frasier.
You know what? Still good. Don't care.
Tony says the lag on Facebook is bad. Try YouTube. Try the tubes, baby. So we'll mention it probably a couple times, but just a little heads up, guys. We have not one, but 2 concert announcements today at 10 a.m. Once again, concerts, 2 of them, 10 a.m. And those are new ones to announce today. I told you we had a bunch coming through. 2 more. Boom. And then yesterday, obviously, Shinedown playing Augusta on August 7th. I believe it's a Thursday night.
I am excited about both of the shows that we're announcing today.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, spending 2 minutes listening to one of the people coming to town, I'm kind of intrigued by that. I'd like to go see that.
Yeah. So there's 2 new shows coming. Twitch is currently down, guys. Just a heads up. Marshall Googled some stuff earlier. Twitch is down completely. It says. If you're getting access into it, that's awesome. But apparently, it's not working according to everything I looked at.
No, something went wrong. Oh wait, it hooked back up though.
But we'll be announcing 2 shows today at 10 a.m.
I'm back up on Twitch, guys. It just opened up.
Yeah, it's still showing me down on my restream. So
okay, yeah, I'm back. I'm on Twitch watching, and Gibby and Tony, their messages popped into the chat. So
I don't see Gibby's at all.
Excuse me.
Stop watching porn on Twitch. Trust me, it wasn't us. Twitch was down this morning when we began the show, and I think it kind of messed up the restream portion of it. How the F does Shinedown play Disgusta, but not Savannah? Are they playing? Honestly, does Augusta, is that their nickname? Or did Charles just make that up? Because that's awesome.
I mean, he is the poet laureate.
Yeah.
So.
Are they playing the high school stadium? They're playing SRP Park, which is a baseball stadium. I don't know what that is. Twitch may have just popped up, guys, but whatever. Watch us wherever you want. My numbers are going to be all skewed at the end of the day, so I'm throwing today out already.
It doesn't count.
I don't see the Tony Stewart race Everham Racing Series. Might be pretty cool. I think it's 12 races, all at short tracks. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to figure out what was going on this weekend, man, and honestly, I don't see a whole lot going on. Once again, like the 2 early weeks in June, outside of the incredible Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather fight, not a whole lot going on.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do this weekend. The wife and the youngest is gone. My oldest will be working. So yeah, I don't know. Do something. Got to mow the yard if it's not raining. That has to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but sadly, Shinedown not coming to Savannah. So,
Yeah, I was bummed out by that.
yeah. Initial thoughts was this Augusta show was in Savannah. It's not.
All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Happy Tuesday, Cotter and Marshall Show. Be sure to join the horde. Get on the stream. Like, follow, and subscribe. You can watch the show every morning, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. If you missed the show, you can go back and watch it. Got it on YouTube. Marshall also edited up some of the highlights. Keep those on YouTube. Post them to Facebook as well. So be sure to check it out. All right, right now, what age do you think we start taking our health seriously? Because 20... 21, you don't care. You're putting all kinds of crazy stuff into your body. You're doing dumb things. You're thinking you're going to live forever. You're not there to take your health seriously. Well, according to this new study, 42% of people said it took them to age 39 before they took their health seriously. Now, you're not the 39 yet, but I mean...
It's like 6 months away. No big deal.
Well, I know, but you're not there yet. But I mean, you seem to take your health. You go to the doctor every year. I mean, dentist. I mean, you do all the stuff that a lot of people your age don't do yet.
Really?
I think so, right?
Yeah, I just go in for like a general physical every year, usually in like December-ish, which I didn't last year because whatever, pandemic. Sure. But yeah, I mean, I go to the dentist twice a year. That's mostly because my wife's a dental hygienist.
Right.
And then lately, I've been eating salads. So you know what? Ate a salad last night, Mediterranean salad with a nice little chicken cutlet. Oh, delicious.
Now, a lot of things will prompt people to start taking their health seriously. Things like you don't have as much energy as you used to have. Losing weight becomes harder. Clothes don't fit. Maybe it's a milestone birthday, 40th or 50th. Something happened to me several years ago. We're going to, where are we going? I think we're on our way out to Colorado.
Right.
Around Christmas time. And we stopped at a friend's house in Nebraska. We're just going to spend the night there at the friend's house, get up the next morning and leave. And we're getting ready to go out to dinner that night. And I felt incredibly lightheaded, short of breath. My chest started hurting.
Uh-oh.
I legitimately thought I was having a heart attack.
It sounds like you had a heart attack.
I don't think I had a heart attack, but I mean, I thought I was having a heart attack. It scared the holy living crap out of me. I mean, it really did. And then the good thing was for the next 2 years, I was really good. And then, I'm like, I'm good now. I'm just going to do what I normally did in the past. There was that moment in my life, though, that, scared me. And it was crazy to think. And as I get older, I mean, the milestone birthday, I think, is stuff for me. At 45, I look at my kids and I'm like, man, I want to be here, when they get older and if they have kids and become a grandparent. And I don't want to, keel over at 50 because I like to drink too many, stouts and eat too much pizza. But I still haven't fully corrected that yet,
It's because you won't run. It's your anti-running stance, as we've talked about. No, but I get where you're coming from. I mean, 100%. I mean, technically, we're getting older every single second. So it's a little weird to think about. And then there's a top 10 list that we found in this survey where, 42% of people don't really take their health seriously until the age of 39. So I've got 6 more months to pound beers and eat pizza every single night until I really have to take this thing seriously.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like I don't want it to be something, like a scare like I had a few years ago. I mean, I know I need to eat better. I know I need to exercise. And I don't know if I'm lazy. I still feel, here's what I think it is. I still feel like I'm 20 years old, which is weird to say. But as I've gotten older, I don't feel older. And I think, not that I want to start feeling older just so I'll stop eating crap.
Right.
But I mean, I don't feel old. So I think that's been a deterrent for me to try to improve my well-being when it comes to my health.
Yeah, the biggest thing for me when it comes to like taking your health seriously and stuff, where I'm starting to like even consider thinking about it, had hit about within the last year where I'm starting to notice gray hairs.
Okay.
Starting to see. I mean, like, I'm blonde general, so you can't quite see it. It's hard to see. But man, I have a lot of gray hairs in my beard and like starting to get some of my hair, and I'm like, Christ. Christ. Here it comes, man. It's a wave that you see coming. You see it from a distance.
Yeah.
You see it out in the ocean. You're like, oh, that's going to hit me eventually. This is not going to be good unless I move. And the thing is, I've been sitting down eating pizza and beer for quite some time now, and I still don't feel like moving.
Have you ever looked at, because I'll look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, I'm 45, but I don't feel like I look it necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
But then you look at a picture, like, Facebook's really good about this.
Yeah.
Hey, here's a memory from 10 years ago. And you're like, I look old as hell. I'm rough. What happened?
Yeah, it's definitely not peak me right now. That's for sure. I don't know if there ever will be. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of the weirder things about growing old is having to look at yourself in pictures and stuff, and also being on camera for 4 hours a day. You constantly get comments from not only people that you get to hang out with every single morning, but yeah, just like even criticizing yourself, which obviously you are the worst critic of yourself than anyone else.
How many years into this on the stream before we start wearing makeup just to look really good?
Oh, no, I'm not going to do that.
You're never going to go that far?
No, I'm not. I would have to wake up earlier to put makeup on? No way.
Well, we're going to get so big, we'll have a makeup person.
No, I'm just going to start wearing an egregiously large headband that'll eventually cover my entire face.
All right, coming up after 7 o'clock, calls, comments, and text. What's the worst case of road rage you have ever seen? 800-394-1061. I've got a story about a case of road rage I suffered that my kids still talk about to this day. So we'll get to your stories after 7. Call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. What's the worst case of road rage you have ever seen? It's the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Elaine, I love your comment. People who run drop dead all the time from heart attacks. They look good, though, as they're going.
True story.
Yeah, David goes, just wear some kind of Halloween mask. Yeah, I'll eventually just get right into Halloween mask, guys. Let's face it. They say your body is your temple. I realized I was shaped like a pyramid, so I got serious at 51. Yeah, man, it's weird to get to now Twitch says I'm on, and yeah, now Twitch says I'm on, but I'm not getting any comments, which is kind of strange. Anyway, at least we're back. At least it says we're on Twitch. Good Lord. So anyway, anyone watching us on any other platform, I think you can watch us on Twitch now. Funny enough about road rage, I just watched Unhinged from Russell Crowe last night. It was pretty crazy. I feel like, Phil, you've been probably in the middle of a road rage incident. Probably maybe you're the one who raged out. Guys, so let's go ahead and drop in our stories. If you got some good ones, please share them with us. Wanda, I feel like you got one. I know you mentioned on Facebook last night, you're like, just drive to Atlanta, you'll see one. I feel like you've been a part of one. If not, you've raged out yourself. So guys, go ahead, drop in your road rage stories. Once again, the question is, what's the worst case of road rage you've ever seen? Whether it's yourself, someone else out on the roadway, drop in your story. David, I know you got one. Elaine, I know you got one as a biker. Phil, I don't know why, I just feel like you got one as well. Wanda, I know you got one. Charles, you drive all over the place, and you're constantly full of rage. I know it because I've seen you type out comments on our show. Full of rage. Drop in your stories right now, and then we're going to share those here in about 10 minutes or so. That's right. Calling the horde out. I want some damn stories.
Bring it.
Hook me up. Or feel free to call us. 1-800-394-1061. If you feel like your story is too long, hopefully, cross your fingers, the phones are working, and we'll take care of it.
Maybe your road rage story just needs some, colorful swear words that we just need to bleep out, which is completely fine. We'll do that if you want to call in.
You also mentioned our YouTube stuff. Last night, I got Chicks on Dudes and Beer for Breakfast up on our YouTube channel from last week.
Oh, cool.
Didn't get to them over the weekend, so those are both up. Great interviews from Lauren Wolverton of Connect Savannah, and then Mac obviously stopping in last week was a moment where both of our eyes widen. It's fairly funny. Make sure to watch Chicks on Dudes so you can relive that moment with us. What was I doing here? Oh, get a Word doc.
Also in the 7 o'clock hour, Dude of the Week Death Match. You can vote now on the Facebook page. We've got the woman that protected her dogs by pushing a bear off a fence. We've also got former Panthers Greg Olson. His son recently went through heart transplant surgery and posted a video thanking everybody supporting him along his way. So cool stuff. You can vote for either of those stories now. The Cotter and Marshall Show Facebook page. Yeah, it's weird. So Twitch is working, but I'm not getting all of the comments on Twitch. Looks like everything's kind of bouncing over to YouTube. I don't know. Weird stuff. Weird stuff.
Yeah, I'm not getting any comments from Twitch on our chat doc here. So
Yeah, Thomas gave us a story here.
yeah, I've got it.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, weird. All right.
Yeah, guys, go ahead. Please feel free to drop in your road rage stories into the chat today. We're going to share those here at the top of the 7 o'clock hour. I didn't even see the Dude of the Week posted.
It went up, yeah. It should have. Let me double check. Because it was scheduled for, obviously, after the other one.
I didn't see it at all.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, nobody voted, but it went up.
When did it go up?
7 something. Usually wait a couple hours after the other post goes up. Oh, got a call. Rock 1061, who's this?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Bill.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Not much. I got a story for the road rage.
Okay, hit us up.
Let's hear it.
So it was probably when I was like 17, I think, or something like that. Because I know I was coming home from high school, and I think I just got my new car, my Mazda, and when you were coming home to my house, there's this stoplight with 2 lanes, and then the 2 lane goes down to a 1-lane road, and the right lane has to turn right. Well, people would always sit at the traffic light, and they would try to like zoom off the traffic light and cut over into the left lane so they didn't have to turn right or whatever, so they didn't have to wait.
Right.
Well, I hated that, so I would always try and be a douche and make them not be able to turn. Well, this one lady wouldn't take it, so she cut me off. She almost made me crash because she wanted to get over in the left lane. Well, then I became the road rage driver, and I tailed her, the entire way down this road. And I guess she got mad because she tried to brake check me like multiple times, and I was just staying on her butt the whole time. And she eventually pulled over to the side of the road, got out of her car, and started screaming at me. And I just looked at her like, what? I didn't do it. You're the one that caused this.
See, that's what I hate with people, man. I thought you were going to say she was going to pull a gun on you, which would have been awesome, at least for the story. But no, I'm glad that's where it stopped. It seemed like both of you raged at each other and just didn't understand how to take it when she actually got out of your car.
Honestly, it all could have been avoided if she would have just followed the rules.
That's asking too much for most people.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, Phil, thanks for calling in, buddy. We appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem.
I see you.
Save that for the second break then?
Yeah. 100%.
Cool.
Let me
So it's probably when I was. So it's probably when I.
You're editing on the stream there. All right, guys. Let's see. All right, guys. Connor's just editing that up, but we still are on stream here. So once again, taking your road rage stories, go ahead and drop them into the chat. If you don't mind, we'll share those with you here in just a few moments.
You didn't cuss, right?
No, I don't believe so. And obviously, sorry about some issues with Twitch this morning. Twitch was down right when we started the show, which obviously is great timing. Maybe they were doing an update. I don't know what the hell they were doing, but it seems like they're back up now. So if you're generally a Twitch user, you could definitely jump over there. For some reason, I'm not seeing comments on Twitch.
Yeah.
So if that's an issue, feel free to jump onto our YouTube or our Facebook. Understand that Facebook sometimes can be crappy to the feed when it comes to like just the overall streaming. Elaine, thank you for dropping your story. But just a quick heads up. Totally not our fault.
Yeah, no, this doesn't prevent Cake Day.
Thomas says, just seen it on CNN, there's a lot of major websites down. Interesting. Please repeat the Atlanta story, Wanda. I don't have any road rage stories to reply since the statute of limitations haven't expired.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I knew there was some, Charles. The old so-and-so. Oh, what's up, Rhett? Road rage. I've seen enough road rage to fill this stream. Too many to list. Please share a story or two, man.
Massive internet outage. Websites and apps around the world go dark.
Cool. I mean, sort of.
Countless websites and apps around the world went down Tuesday after Fastly, a major content delivery network, reported a widespread failure. See, sites and apps like CNN, The Guardian, New York Times, Twitch, Pinterest, HBO Max, Hulu, Reddit, Spotify, and other services. Damn.
Not Reddit. I love Reddit.
The problem appears to be related to an outage at Fastly, a cloud service provider.
Huh.
So there you go. All of those websites tied to one thing. Ew.
You know what's still up? Amazon.
Jeff Bezos is like, I'm not going to use anybody else's cloud service.
Yeah. A perfect touch massage. Thomas, does that mean there will be a gas shortage and gouging again? Sadly not. Hopefully not. Elaine, thank you for your story. How do you want to work this? We're 2 minutes out from going back on the air, guys.
We do have, there is a little bit of a story that sparked this whole thing about road rage. It's a very short one. It's this psychologist. I've come up with a new term. They say you may be experiencing accelerousal. So there's that. And then I can start off with my story. How many do we have?
I've got two here, and you know what? I've got one I can bring up from my side too. So let's do this. Start with that. Let me go into Elaine's stream and then wrap up with yours.
Okay.
Kind of the opposite of what we usually do.
I'm down with that.
So let's do that, and then break two. We can start off with my story to run out the bed, and then go call, and then I can go over. I have one story from Thomas here.
Okay,
that'll fill two breaks, and then if we could check the text as well, chime in.
I don't think. Oh, I did open it. There we go. Nope, nothing there yet. Cool. So I'll read the story. You've got the story there. Mine, wrap up first break.
Story, stream, you.
Perfect.
Yeah, if we get anything on the text, it doesn't usually come in until after that first break anyway.
All right, guys, got about 30 seconds. We'll get into our call, comment, and text segment.
Throwing fruit at cars. Rhett, thank you for that.
All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Today, we're taking your calls, comments, and text. 800-394-1061. What's the worst case of road rage you've ever seen? Maybe it was your road rage. Maybe you were on the receiving end of said road rage. Well, this all kind of came from the story we found. According to psychologists at the University of Houston, if you get angry behind the wheel, they've got, I guess, a scientific term now for road rage. Accelerousal.
What?
Now,
what did you just say to me?
Accelerousal. Now, in psychology, arousal is anything that causes stress.
Boners. What?
I know. Whatever you're into. So it's not necessarily a sexual thing. It's just something that causes stress.
Oh, okay.
They also think accelerousal may be genetic. So if your parents were acceleroused,
Oh, gross.
you might be more...
Dude, it's 7 a.m. Don't
inclined
talk about my parents' acceleration
to
arousals.
be acceleroused as well. My dad
No.
has a
I don't wanna-
horrible temper behind the wheel when he's driving.
Oh, okay.
So I also have a horrible temper behind the wheel when I'm driving.
Mhm.
So let's see. My dad is tall and athletic. I'm short and not.
Yep.
So the things I get from my dad are the ability to fall asleep anywhere and to yell at people while driving a car.
And he really gifted you.
Thanks,
once.
Dad.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Now, people who experience it deal with 50% more stress than drivers who don't. So basically, if you're a stressed out person, you're more likely to yell at somebody as you're driving, which makes sense.
Yeah, that completely makes sense. So, Cotter, we've gotten some great stories on the chat this morning about accelerousal, which is super weird to say out loud on the mic. How about the story from Elaine this morning? She goes, hubby was going down 16 on his bike. A guy kept harassing him on the road, swerving at him like he was going to hit him multiple times. Hubby took off to get away from the guy, but the jerk kept coming and swerving at him.
What?
She goes, my hubby got real mad and on the last swerve kicked the jerk's door in and then pointed at his gun on his handlebar holster. Suddenly and magically, he stopped harassing him. Who would have thought? I don't know. Was this like a GTA moment where the guy was just having some fun? Here's the thing. Never mess with bikes on the road. Be super cautious then because obviously their lives are at much more peril than you inside of your own car. But never mess with a dude on a bike because the chances are he will kick your ass.
It's true. I think 10 times out of 10.
Yeah.
All right. So I have this story. This was years ago. This is something my kids still talk about. So this was one of our many trips to Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And this was before you had the maps and everything on your cell phone. So we had like a Garmin, the old school. This is just a directional tool that you put in your car. So we're in the middle of nowhere, Texas. It's everything you would expect it to be. It's just wide open land. It's cattle everywhere. You're driving for hours without seeing a town.
Mm-hmm.
So we're driving in the middle of nowhere, Texas. And we get to a point to where the Garmin was getting questionable reception.
Sure.
So we didn't quite know where we were going. Thankfully, it was pretty much a straight shot, so we were just kind of going with it. Well, we got to the point where we were running out of gas. I mean, I was scared we're going to be stuck in the middle of nowhere. We had cell phones, but the service was absolutely nothing. So I'm
Right.
like, what are we going to do?
Because you had T-Mobile.
Maybe. I don't know what I had at the time. And then there was somebody who completely just cut me off. I mean, completely cut me off. And I just went nuts. I was stressed out because we were in the middle of nowhere. I was stressed out because we didn't have any gas.
That's so weird. You deal with stress so well.
So well. I pulled over to the side of the road, got out, yelled and screamed, let my wife take over driving, got in the car. I didn't talk for the next 2 hours. I was so ticked off. I mean, I was outside of the car for a good couple minutes, just kind of letting it all out.
Old man yelling at clouds out there.
I was yelling at the wide expanse of Texas. But I mean, it was just, my kids were they were younger at the time. So to them, it's like, what's going on right now? I mean, it freaked them out. Because I mean, I pulled over just so I could scream and yell because I was just so frustrated and stressed out by the situation.
Are you not a roof puncher? You ever punch the roof?
No, I didn't do that.
I like to throw some roof punches every once in a while. Just fun.
And then we didn't run out of gas. We pulled into, if you've ever seen like a movie from the 60s or 70s where you're like in the middle of nowhere, Texas, where the only thing to do is to watch Friday Night Football.
Yeah.
That's the town we pulled into.
Oh, perfect.
It was one gas station on a blinking red light 4-corner stop. And we cruised into there, got gas, and we made it to Austin is where we're going. But, dude, just the guy that cut me off was the final straw. I was just so ticked off. I've never had to pull over to the side of the road just so I can scream and vent my frustration.
I wish there was like some serious directorial 4K footage of you like swinging crane arm, Cotter screaming, fisting the sky.
I'm dropping down to my knees, looking up.
Slow motion, dramatic music. I would pay for that footage.
All right, call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. What's the worst case of road rage you have ever seen? We got your stories coming up next. Bring me the horizon. This is Teardrops, Rock 1061.
Okay, so we have the call from Phil.
Yes, sir.
I kind of got some other ones. Good morning, Heather. How are you? All right, so I've got Thomas's story. I've got Rhett's story. Rhett's is kind of a culmination of everything he's seen, obviously being part of the Beaufort Sheriff's Office. So I do have Rhett, Thomas, and then I have more kind of like a couple comments, one from Elaine, one from Thomas.
Okay.
In regards to road rage itself. Once again, guys, taking your calls, comments, and text messages in regards to... And no text messages yet. In regards to road rage, what's the worst case of road rage you've ever had or you've ever seen? Go ahead and share it in the chat today, and we'll talk about it here in just a few moments.
All right, so we got 2 minutes.
Wanda said she DM'd us. If you want to grab that one,
I'll grab that. So we got 2 minutes. You're gonna read one before we get to the call, so we can kill the bed, right?
Yeah, and Sean just dropped us a girthy one. Thanks, buddy. How much time we got? Minute 42?
Minute 40, yeah.
Sean, great. Kelly, without a doubt. I mean, actually, sometimes driving and raging at the same time is therapeutic. It's therapeutic to the process. It can make you really stress, or it can just let you scream at the inside of the car about all the people that you hate. So, yeah, I agree with that. All right, Sean has a great story for us. Rhett has kind of like the greatest hits from his stuff.
Right.
And then I've got one from Thomas. So I think we have more than enough. What
cool.
up, Andrew?
Rhett. Rhett, as you know, working for the sheriff's department, do you have to keep your road rage in check? I mean, is that something you think about if you're out on the road and you're, just driving? You have to keep that in check because you're like, I gotta set a good example. All right, we got about 20 seconds. You want to start with one?
Yeah, I've got a few to share. I'm going to keep Sean's, which is the longest one, for the last break. So
Okay.
I'll start off with one here, and then
Okay.
you can go into
The call?
The call.
Okay. Be right back, guys. We are taking your calls, comments, and texts this morning. 800-394-1061. What's the worst case of road rage you've ever seen? Because according to psychologists in the University of Houston, accelerousal is a thing. It's not sexual, guys.
Is it?
Arousal, according to psychology, is anything that causes stress.
Well, I think Thomas, our buddy Thomas, and on the chat, dropped an amazing story, is immune to stress because check this story out. He goes, I was driving down the I-77, going through Charlotte traffic, and I got tired of waiting and took the shoulder. I was rolling a blunt, and someone else decided to take the shoulder too and pulled out and smashed right into me.
No!
He goes, I told the cop it was their fault and threw the weed away, and he believed me. That's a huge win for Thomas.
That's amazing.
So he was like, could you imagine? He's like, I'm sick of sitting in this traffic. He decides to just roll out to the shoulder. He's like slow rolling. He's also rolling a blunt. He's rolling doubly. He's rolling all the time. And then someone just smashes into him. And then he somehow gets away with it. What a day that must have been. That must have been more of a thrill ride than anything.
What's the worst case of road rage you have ever seen? Call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. Got a call from Phil.
17, I think, or something like that. Because I know I was coming home from high school, and I had just gotten, I think I just got my new car, my Mazda. And when you were coming home to my house, there's this stoplight with 2 lanes, and then the 2 lane goes down to a 1-lane road, and the right lane has to turn right. Well, people would always sit at the traffic light, and they would try to zoom off the traffic light and cut over into the left lane so they didn't have to turn right or whatever, so they'd have to wait.
Right.
Well, I hated that, so I would always, try and be a douche and make them not be able to turn. Well, this one lady wouldn't take it, so she cut me off. She almost made me crash because she wanted to get over in the left lane. Well, then I became the road rage driver, and I tailed her, the entire way down this road. And I guess she got mad, because she tried to brake check me, multiple times, and I was just staying on her butt the whole time. And she eventually pulled over to the side of the road, got out of her car, and started screaming at me. And I just looked at her like, what?
See, that's what I hate with people, man. I honestly thought you were gonna say she was gonna pull a gun on you. I'm glad that's where it stopped. But it seemed like both of you raged at each other and just didn't understand how to take it when she actually got out of your car.
Honestly, it all could have been avoided if she would have just followed the rules.
It was dueling accelerousal.
I just love the fact that still to this day he refuses to take blame. Feels
Not
like,
my fault.
Yeah, I was like, well, actually, she could have fixed herself. She should have corrected herself. Man, we've gotten some great stories on the chat this morning. Jeremy just chimed in. He goes, the worst road rage I've ever seen was a few years back, I-95 and Coastal 17. This guy cut another guy off, so they both stopped and started yelling at each other. Next thing you see is a guy grab his side pistol, and then the other guy just knocks his ass out.
Oh, my God.
He goes, I was driving away. It was so funny.
Call, comment, and text with the worst case of road rage you've ever seen, 800-394-1061. I just thought of a story. It's not the worst case of road rage, but it was a weird case of road rage. You, me, and your wife, I believe, were driving to Welcome to Rockville.
Yeah, that's right.
And there was a family that looked to be moving because they had they had a moving van.
Yeah, like a U-Haul truck.
And then they had the wife was driving the car separately, and they were on walkie-talkies, going back and forth. And whenever, I don't remember who was driving, you or the wife, and whenever you would pull in front of the lady in the car, she would immediately speed up, get in front of you, and then cut you off because for whatever reason she felt she couldn't be separated from the moving van, which absolutely made no sense.
Yeah.
But she did this multiple times.
Yeah, it wound up happening over like a 10-mile stretch
Yes.
along I-95 going south of Jacksonville. Yeah, exactly. Go see Welcome to Rockville. I think my wife was driving at the time.
Yeah.
And it was just, it was crazy to see this. And I'm like, I was getting pretty upset, and I think we eventually ditched them somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, people get oddly aggressive. You know, the accelerousal is a real thing, Cotter. Super real.
All right, call, comment, and text 800-394-1061. We got more of your stories coming up next. What's the worst case of road rage you have ever seen? It's the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
So I've got stories from Andrew, Sean, and Rhett here that I can bring up.
Perfect.
I've got like 2 comments from Elaine and Thomas I probably won't use. It's just like, you know, when they pull out in front of me, I give them the finger, or
Right.
pull out in front anyway, whatever. So I got the 3 stories over here. Just heads up there. All right, guys, thank you so much for sharing your stories this morning with us. Oh, Michael just dropped one in too. Nice. We have one from Wanda
I got
too?
Wanda's, yeah.
Okay. Trying to log into our Twitch so I could see the comments if anyone's commenting on our Twitch.
They're really. Mine's a bit long. That was from Sean.
And now it's asking for my verification code.
Try to reset that again. I don't know. That's being weird. Still being weird.
There we go. Sorry, guys. Twitch was down this morning, so we were having some issues with it.
Yeah, so it says it's up now. I don't know. We'll see. There's only 2 people on it. I'm probably one of them. So
And probably the other.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, the last comments I see are from Sean and Charles there. Weird. Oh, well, I'm Xing off. Whatever.
Yeah, that's fair.
Connosauruses. Oh, Michael with the fruity words this morning. I love it. Whew. Thought I had to sneeze. Okay, back at it. All right, guys, once again, thanks for sharing your road rage stories. On the second half of the 7 o'clock hour this morning, we're going to lay out the dude of the week. It's between the woman who fought off a bear and Greg Olson's son. I mean, he got a heart transplant. Yes, his doctors technically count as well. Him and his doctors doing some really, really amazing stuff. Michael, thank you so much for sharing your story, man. That's awesome. Yeah, Andrew, honestly, when it comes to road rage in Jacksonville, I just think the heat off the pavement has essentially evaporated the needed wetness in the brain to make it act on a civil level. So that's why most Florida people are constantly in rage mode. Speaking of, did everyone see the naked lady inside of Outback absolutely destroy an Outback like bar?
I heard about it, but I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. And oddly enough, she was smoking hot, and she was 52 years old.
Oh, good for her.
She was rocking, absolutely rocking.
Nope, may get a call. Rock 1061, hello.
Hey, I'm calling in about the road rage stories.
Yeah, what's your name?
Connor?
Connor, all right, what's your story, man?
Well, I was senior in high school, and I had a girl that I grew up with. She came and visited me in Pennsylvania. We used to watch Barney and stuff together. And flew her up. Haven't seen her in about 8 years. Senior in high school, had a 96 Honda Civic, and driving to my house, there's this, it's a wide bridge, but it goes down to one lane, but you can fit 2 cars on it, especially when you have a small Honda Civic.
Sure.
So this guy started coming across the bridge across from me, and I go the opposite way towards him, and we could have fit, and he kind of jet in and hacked a big loogie right on my face.
What?
So, yeah. So I ripped my car in reverse, and I followed him for about a mile in reverse, going lane to lane, kind of weaving in and out. Eventually flipped the car around, and we both had a really bad day, and we went fisticuffs on the side of the road. And the whole time, this girl's in my car. Haven't seen her in 8 years, and she's bawling her eyes out, crying. Oh, no. You don't have to do this anymore. And yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, Connor, story of the day, man. That's fantastic.
So when you guys said you get certain things from your dad, you said earlier on the show, I got the road rage and the fighting from him. So that was
Kudos, Connor. Make sure I never drive by you, hopefully.
Dude, that's an awesome.
Well, I'm here in Savannah now, but I'm a lot easier going now.
Perfect. Dude, thank you so much for the call. That was fantastic.
You got it.
All right, thanks, man. All right, I got to edit that up real quick, guys. We got to play that.
We'll be right back.
All right, guys. That was good.
All right, that was a good one. How do you want to work this last break then? We got about 90 seconds before we go back
do you
on the air.
you read a couple and we end with the call because it's a pretty solid ending.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Sean and then I'll go Rhett.
Okay. Then after Rhett, we'll play the call. That's good.
Rhett, are you cool if I say our buddy Rhett from the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office, or do you just want me to leave your title out of it and just say our buddy Rhett? Once again, great stories. Leave the title out. You got it. I'm going to do it anyway. What are you going to do? Come shoot me, Rhett? Huh? Huh? I'm kidding. I won't do it. Because he will shoot me.
There's a really good story on the stream, too. Or on the text.
I mean,
we can read them all. It's fine. We can do this. It's really good.
You still want to end on the call then?
Yeah, I think so, don't you? This one's pretty good.
Studio rage is a thing.
So you're going to do 2?
studio arousal. Yeah, I'm going to do Sean's. Sean's the good one from Minnesota. And then I got Rhett, which is kind of the culmination. It's 2.5 sentences.
Okay,
So.
I'll read. We'll be right back. Good morning. We are taking your calls, comments, and texts today. 800-394-1061. What's the worst case of road rage you have ever seen? We just got a great text. I was in college and on my way to take a test and running late. This car is going the speed limit in the expressway in front of me, so I'm on his butt screaming at him so I can get around him, and he finally looks in the rearview mirror and shakes his finger at me like, no, which totally ticks me off.
Wait, who is this guy? Dikembe Mutombo?
No. So I flipped him off. He immediately gets in the other lane, and I'm like, yeah, that's right. Get out of my way. I pass him, and then he immediately gets behind me in his unmarked car and pulls me over.
Oh, no.
He was ticked. He's screaming at me that he could have been a lunatic with a gun. I need to chill out on the road. That wasn't the last time I flipped off somebody while driving a car. That's awesome.
Yeah, that happens to the best of us.
No way.
It's one of those life checks when that's something, because I mean, on the roadways, you
don't know.
You're a maverick. You're a one-man gang out there. All right, so we got some great comments on the stream today. This one's from Sean, our buddy Sean. He goes, my favorite would probably be while living in Minnesota and working at FedEx. Had to drive the highway through the dump that is St. Paul, Minnesota. There was a Somali guy riding my ass while I was driving my POS beater car. He was honking and flicking me off. I decided to brake check him because the beater car to me was like $600. It'd be worth more totaled. Well, he decided to speed around me in the right-hand shoulder and plowed into one of those large letterboard construction signs with a Minnesota State Trooper parked right behind it. He goes, I wish I would have had a dash cam at the time. It would have been great content.
Oh, that is amazing.
I got another one from our buddy Rhett. He goes, I've responded to road rage intentional collisions. Fights at red lights, shooting at cars as they drive by, throwing fruit at cars, and one where a dude jumped into the bed of a truck trying to get to the driver.
What? Did he... was he the passenger in the car? I need more details about that story.
I don't know. It's a great story, though.
All right, taking your calls, comments, and texts. What's the worst case of road rage you have ever seen? Got a great call from Connor.
I was senior in high school, and I had a girl that I grew up with. She came to visit me in Pennsylvania. We used to watch Barney and stuff together. And grew up, haven't seen her in about 8 years. Senior in high school, had a 96 Honda Civic. And driving to my house, there's this, it's a wide bridge, but it goes down to one lane. But you can fit two cars on it, especially when you have a small Honda Civic.
Sure.
So this guy started coming across the bridge across from me. And I go the opposite way towards him, and we could have fit, and he kind of jet in and hacked a big loogie right on my face.
Oh.
What?
So, yeah. So I whipped my car in reverse, and I followed him for about a mile in reverse, going lane to lane, kind of weaving in and out. Eventually flipped the car around, and we both had a really bad day, and we went fisticuffs on the side of the road, and the whole time this girl's in my car. Haven't seen her in 8 years, and she's bawling her eyes out, crying. Oh, no. You don't have to do this anymore. And that was a good one.
Connor, stop! Stop beating that man! It was only spit! That had to be the most awkward visit after that ever.
So he comes back to the car. He's probably bleeding. His face is all swollen up. He's like, you still want to go to Chili's?
Connor, thank you. Call the day, man. That was awesome. All right, coming up next, Dude of the Week death match. It's up against the lady who was protecting her dogs by pushing a bear off a wall. Or Greg Olson, former Panther, his son just got a heart transplant. So you can vote right now. Cotter and Marshall Show on Facebook. We got details about each story coming up next. Here's Stained and Mud Shovel. It's the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
So we got some context from Red. He said the dude that jumped into the bed of the truck was trying to climb through the small sliding back window of a truck. They were at a red light. Well, the truck driver just started driving, leaving the guy in the bed and his car parked at the red light. So yeah, weird.
That's awesome. That's amazing.
Yeah, I just got a news update about how 2 minutes ago, an issue with the cloud CDN Fastly caused a widespread internet outage.
Yep.
Seems like they got most things back up online, though. Good for them. All right, guys. So we got about 3.5 minutes. Then we're going to jump back on the air. So we're going to do the Dude of the Week death match. This week, like Cotter said, it's between the girl. Her name is Heather something. Hold on, let me bring up my notes.
Marinico.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'm going to go with that.
Yeah, so there's like a backyard cam that's set up in her backyard, small backyard.
Yeah.
She has 4 or 5 dogs.
Yeah.
Well, there was a bear that was sitting on top of her fence line, her wall, and she like ran over and like punched the thing, dropped him down as she shooed all of her dogs inside, saving their lives most likely.
Yeah.
And then the other story is Greg Olson, former Chicago Bear, former Carolina Panther, former Seattle Seahawk. His son, TJ, has always had a heart condition since he was born. Well, he needed a new heart. His original heart just gave out on him, and they actually found a donor. And his son, TJ, actually got a heart transplant. The doctors who helped him out were amazing. And they're actually doing this at the Levine Children's Hospital in Charlotte. It's a facility that Greg Olson actually donated $2.5 million to actually help create. So it was kind of cool. It was kind of cool to see Greg Olson put his money out there and actually well worth his time. So his son TJ put out this really nice inspirational video. So those are our dudes of the week. Haley or TJ. Haley or TJ. So go ahead and feel free to vote in the chat if you'd like. And then obviously we'll go over those here in about 2 minutes on the air.
Yep.
I mean, what was happening that dude's day where he got out of his car and tried to crawl into the back small window of a truck?
I don't know.
To beat up a truck driver.
Meth?
Honestly, with all like the shootings and stuff, you hear of people like, like even throwing the middle finger at people while driving.
Yeah.
Like even when that stuff happens, I'm very cautious about reacting.
Yeah.
In regards to that stuff.
You have to be anymore, man. You never know what's going to happen.
Especially here in the South.
There was not that long ago, somebody posted, it happened in Savannah. Somebody was driving like an a-hole. The person next to him, I flipped him off, said something. He whips out a gun and he pointed it at the driver. I mean, she was able to get a picture of it on her phone. They caught the guy, and I mean, he was arrested.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, it's scary.
Yeah, I mean, and you hear all the time, and like it's bad in Chicago too. So like my wife's family tells me all the time about these stories where there's like shootouts. There's literally gang shootouts on like the Dan Ryan, which is the major highway running through the Chicagoland area, and it's just wild to hear. Like they all got guns. I mean, they all had to get guns just in case something happened, because they drive the highway to go shopping, to movies, to concerts, to sporting events, to work.
Right.
So yeah, it's scary.
That is crazy.
On top of that, my sister's brother is like a gun nut. So he's got like 4 guns in his car at all times.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like if a civil war decided to start immediately, he would immediately be ready. So if he could reach his car, he would be fine.
All right, guys, got about 15. We'll be right back. Thank you to everybody for hanging out on air and on the stream today. If you haven't done the stream thing yet, you should check it out. Join the Horde, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. We're constantly streaming the entire show, 4 hours every morning, interacting with everybody who is there in between breaks during songs. It is a lot of fun. So if you haven't done so already, check out the stream once again. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. We do it each and every morning, all throughout the entire show. Right now, you can vote for the Dude of the Week at the Cotter and Marshall Show Facebook page. Also on the stream in the chat. Up first, Haley Marinico. Now, she went viral last week. Probably seen the video. It's been viewed 68 million times. She is the person that defended and protected her dogs when a bear climbed up like on a wall in her backyard.
Yeah.
Started swatting at her dogs. She came running out of nowhere, punches the bear, pushes it off the wall. It's amazing.
It's a really cool video, but the cool thing is, and I didn't catch this, she's just a teenager.
17.
Yeah. I looked at the video and I watched it again. It looks like an old lady.
Yeah.
These kids dressing up so weird nowadays. But yeah, I mean, it's amazing stuff that Haley did. Yeah, she went up and she like punched that bear in the face.
Yeah.
The bear's kind of half mad, but doesn't do anything about it because he's like, you got me. You got me. She shoot all of her dogs inside and she saved her dogs' lives.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Other option, TJ Olson. Now, TJ is Greg Olson's son. Of course, Greg Olson, former Panthers tight end. TJ, 8 years of his life, been dealing with heart issues. And last month, Greg announced TJ's been hospitalized and was in desperate need of a heart transplant. Well, on Friday, they shared the news. They found a donor.
Which is amazing news. And then he had the surgery. He is recovering. It's going to be a long road for TJ's recovery. But he put out such an amazing, inspirational message. So TJ is definitely one of our dudes of the week.
So you can vote now on the Cotter and Marshall Show Facebook page. You can text in your vote, 800-394-1061, or you can hit us up on the chat in the stream. Vote now. Coming up next, we'll announce the winner and the dude of the week. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
Sean just dropped another road rage story into the chat there. Yeah, Sean, good point. He goes, I have to go with the chick fighting the bear because, I mean, dogs. All right, I got 3 votes for bears, or for the bear girl, and then no for TJ. I have to use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Do your thing. Right, so yeah, you got I don't know, 7-ish, 8-ish minutes of the vote if you'd like. Let's see. Where's everything at? Yeah, it's weird day on the stream just with Twitch being weird. It's still being weird. It says it's working, but I don't know. Oh, there we go. We did have... Hello, Greg. Don't know when you piped in. Having some issues. Twitch and other various websites having all kinds of issues today. A cloud service, Fastly, is down or was down this morning. So if you're on Twitch, thank you for hanging out. I'm not getting everybody's comments on Twitch yet, so that's still a thing. I'm seeing a lot more coming up on YouTube than I am on Twitch, definitely. All right. Haley looks like to be running away with the votes this morning for the Dude of the Week. Terabyte said the kid. That kid is a champion. Agreed. All right. Big thanks, everybody, just hanging out today. Even if you're jumping around from various platforms, since Twitch is being weird, we appreciate it as always. Gonna hit you guys up with info again, of course, about our 20th anniversary show. It's coming up in less than a month down at Trustee's Garden. Can't wait for that. Can't wait to see everybody out. Coming up at the top of the 8 o'clock is it become of Tim Janier. It is not. We cannot blame Tim for this one, though Charles did put up a good point or bring up a good point earlier. Unless Tim is moonlighting for Twitch, then we could blame Tim. But I won't hold this one against him for now. Coming up after 8, interesting kind of topic. Would love to get you guys' thoughts on this. You can comment and call if you want. I know it's not the typical call-in segment, but feel free to call at any time. What is something that is perfectly legal that should be illegal? Stuff like college professors who make you buy an $80 textbook they wrote. That kind of thing. The size of the X button on pop-out ads, or pop-up ads, because it's tiny. No matter how many times you try to click on the X, you click on the ad. So those kind of things. Things that are perfectly legal, but should be illegal. We're going to talk about some of these after 8 o'clock. So if you have any to add to the list, be sure to hit us up now. You can text it in or you can comment on the chat. So that's after 8 o'clock. Something perfectly legal that should be illegal. Let's see where we at here. I still got plenty of time left. Damn you, Tim. I think we can just blame Tim for everything. I think that's kind of where we are in life at this point in time. So I agree. Damn you, Tim. Charles, I love your take. Can't vote for the bear chick because it was a small bear, good size for the barbecue, and you don't pass up free food. Yeah, I know, Sean. I'm bouncing back and forth. We've got a couple people watching on Twitch. Greg was there. Terabyte is there. So thank you guys for finding us this morning as Twitch and various other websites around the world having issues. Sorry, Charles. That was awesome. That was so funny. So coming up next, we'll announce the Dude of the Week Deathmatch winner, and then get to things perfectly legal that should be illegal. I hurt my back pulling lilac bushes out this weekend. Blame Tim. Did he come up to help? I think you can blame Tim. He wasn't there. He's not busting his ass trying to pull out some lilac bushes. I agree. Let's see. All right. Got about a little over 4 minutes left. We'll jump back in with the results of the Dude of the Week deathmatch. Let's see. I'm gonna have to open up the other page too to see who's where this morning. It's just craziness. Let's see. All right. So now opening this up, see if we got anybody else. All right. I think we're good for now. Perfect. Okay. Marshall's back in studio. Oh, Marshall's quizzed in the face today if you missed it. As summer is here, people getting ready to head out on vacation. Sometimes you stop by those crazy roadside attractions. Been to a couple. So today's quiz is I'm going to give Marshall the name of a roadside attraction. I'm going to give the city it's located in. Marshall has to tell me whether that's an actual roadside attraction or something I just made up.
Okay.
And some of the real ones are crazier than anything I can come up with.
Sorry, I just saw Charles's comment for the first time.
So good. So good. All right, got about 3 minutes, guys.
I have bear winning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect. Well, it ain't not perfect, but, good for the bear.
All right. 2.5 minutes. Of course, 8 o'clock, like I said, I'm going to talk about things that are perfectly legal that should be illegal. One of the examples is a college professor making you spend $80 on a textbook that they wrote. So if you got any of those types of things, feel free to put those in the chat. You can text them in as well.
I love Sean's comment here. Staying true to brand, even though I'm not on Twitch, I got 8 14-ounce shakers of different rubs and seasonings.
Do you have a go-to seasoning, Sean? Do you have something that you like to use over anything else? I got something I use called Aw Shit, just a hot sauce or a hot seasoning that I will put on anything I throw on the grill. It's delicious. But do you have any that you would recommend?
Great question.
I'm getting a new grill soon. I need new rubs and seasonings.
What are you waiting for? Why don't you just go buy it?
We're waiting until we just all the money we had saved up, we used on the car for the down payment stuff. So we're going to get it probably late this month, early next month.
Okay.
Have you ever smoked bear? It's excellent.
I mean, I believe that Charles ate a bear. I believe also first that he arm wrestled it, then choked it to death. Yeah. Wanda said, got a place booked yesterday for next month. I'm so ready to get the hell out of Savannah. Where'd you book a spot? Where you going? What are you doing?
Bear jerky is good. Oh, my Lord.
I don't think I've ever had bear jerky. I've had alligator jerky. You know what's really delicious? Alligator jerky.
I've never had alligator jerky.
Yeah, I went to, so there's a spot on the way from Vegas to L.A. called the Alien Beef Jerky Store. And they have jerky of everything. It's
That's
amazing.
awesome. All right, guys, be right back. The 20th anniversary concert for Rock 106.1 is under a month away. Of course, we've teamed up with Connect Savannah. It goes down at Trustees Gardens Saturday, July 3rd. Puddle of Mud, Filter, Sponge, and of course, two great local bands, Lilac and Whaleboat. This is going to be so much fun. We got a lot of great shows coming to the area this year. It's going to be probably the best year for concerts in the Low Country and Coastal Empire in 10 years. And I say that not exaggerating.
No, I mean, just yesterday we announced that Shinedown was going to be coming to Augusta. We have actually tickets. Our first pair of tickets we're giving away during Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia here next hour. But today, Cotter, at 10 a.m., we have not only one, but two more shows to announce. Yes, two more concert announcements. Obviously, we're not going to be on the air at that point, so look toward our Facebook page. We have two more shows we're going to be announcing, and I can confirm both of them are in Savannah.
So that's awesome. So kick off the 2021 concert season with us, July 3rd at Trustees Garden. Get those tickets now for the big 20th anniversary show at etix.com. Also at rock1061.com. The dude of the week was down to two people. Haley Marinico, she was the 17-year-old who defended her dogs by pushing a bear off the wall in the back of her yard. Or TJ Olson, Greg Olson's son, of course, Greg from the Panthers. His son TJ spent most of his life dealing with heart issues. Just last week got a heart transplant. And dropped an amazing message on Facebook and social media, just thanking everybody.
Not only that, it was in the same wing that Greg Olson also funded. He donated $2.5 million so they can actually create this branch of the hospital that helped his son.
So cool stuff there, but it's a runaway winner. Haley, 17-year-old defender of dogs, this week's Dude of the Week.
And you're never going to beat a dog. You're never going to beat the dog story. TJ, sadly, had no chance, at least in this Dude of the Week death match.
All right, coming up after 8 o'clock, going to talk about things that are perfectly legal but should be illegal. These are things like college professors who make you spend $80 on a textbook that they wrote. Stupid stuff like that. So what are things that are perfectly legal but we think should be illegal? You can hit us up with the text or you can comment on the stream now, 800-394-1061. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show on Rock 106.1.
I just thought, thinking of things that are totally legal that should be illegal.
Yeah.
I should not have to do my own taxes. That should be illegal. The government knows how much I owe. They should just tell me.
No, that's a great one.
Send me a bill.
That is a 100% great one.
You should give me an opportunity to fight it if I feel like it's wrong. But if I feel like it's right, I should just be able to mail you a check.
No, that's a perfect example of it.
All right, guys, thanks for hanging out once again. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1, Savannah, Georgia. Once again, thanks for voting for Dude of the Week Deathmatch. We are going to be talking next hour, here in about 10 minutes or so, about things that are perfectly legal that should be illegal. Taxes are legal, but should be
Oh, taxes in general?
Taxes legal, but we are taxed on salary and then everything we buy.
It does get a little out of hand with all the taxing.
Yeah.
All right, so sorry. Sean did comment on the type of where was that? I'm not getting all. Oh, he commented on Facebook. Okay, that's why I don't get all of the.
Yeah, just today is kind of screwed up,
Yeah.
and I'm getting everything except for Twitch on the chat. I'm not even able to comment on Twitch on the chat because of this morning. He said that he uses a rub called Bourbon Barrel Steak Seasoning from Kraft Spice Blends in Hartford, Wisconsin.
Oh, nice. We do have a couple people hanging out on Twitch. Terabyte, got to be Marshall. Got to be Marshall. Should be illegal. How can you put up with them, Cotter? LOL. Love you, Marshall.
I take that personally. If I see you on the roadway, I'm going to road rage right into the side of your car.
There you go. I got one off of the text.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Oh, it's Tanner. What's up, man? Ooh, to add on to what Tanner just said, a straw as well.
Yes.
How many times have you been given a fast food bag in a cup that does not have a straw?
I mean, I still say too. It's like, give me a handful of ketchup. Don't make me ask for extra ketchup.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a handful. It's fine. You're gonna be okay.
Your singular ketchup can go to hell,
right?
Once again, guys, we're going to be talking about perfectly legal things that should be illegal. If you think of anything, feel free to drop it into the chat. Although we have to look two different places for it. We'll gather all of them up and talk about them.
Yes. So we got Facebook because I can't get all of a message on the YouTube. So I got to go to Facebook for some of it, and then there's Twitch.
Yeah, so I'm getting YouTube and Facebook and everything, but I'm not
Okay.
getting anything on Twitch. So I guess I should just reopen it here.
Yeah,
but I wasn't even getting comments when I was.
The comments
earlier.
are popping in now, so that's plus. Yeah, it's just a
Stupid hackers.
weird day with the internet, guys. Somebody broke it.
Speaking of internet and things working and not working correctly, let's go ahead and update the board.
Oh yeah.
And Cotter, today we have reached double digits.
All right, guys, we're back up to 10 days now since our last studio issue. That means 20 days out from Cake Day. I know it just seems like a myth at this point in time since we were so close last time before it came crashing down. I have faith. I have faith that we're going to reach Cake Day.
Let's see.
Since we got some time, I'm going to get more coffee, guys.
Treat yourself.
Two coffee day.
Only one Chick-fil-A sauce for you. The Polynesian? I'd be okay with that. It's delicious. There's Greg this morning. Sorry, Greg. We're not really seeing any Twitch comments, but I do have it up on my computer now. We're having issues. Twitch was part of a worldwide down internet thing this morning, so not quite seeing all the comments, and I apologize. What are the chances that Tim hates cake so much he'll just sabotage the show when we get close? He won't do that. He won't do that. I've talking to Tim at length in regards to different projects, and he definitely doesn't want that. He doesn't want his good name tarnished anymore. I don't think. I think Tim wants everyone's love. Chris, thanks for dropping your legal but should be illegal thing. Unnecessarily complicated cancellation processes is for anything. No, I don't want to call you guys to cancel. Let me just click a button. Completely agree. It's 2021. I shouldn't really have to talk to anyone at this point. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to make a little Word doc of all these. I'm old school. Love the doc, baby. The Word doc. Perfect. All right, guys. So coming up in the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to ask you guys what's something perfectly legal that should be illegal. Bottom of the hour, we're going to give away some Shinedown tickets with Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout trivia. I was told they're going to email me the tickets, and what it looks like. So actually, when it comes to that whole process, once I get them, I'll be able to email tickets directly to people, which is much easier than trying to mail something out.
Yep, agreed. Did you read Terabytes? I think if you have studio issues, then Tim should buy the cake.
I did not see that.
That was on Twitch. So that's not a bad idea. I don't think he'll ever buy it, but good idea.
There's no way Tim's going to buy it.
No.
Tim can barely afford himself, let alone cake. We're gonna make the boss buy cake.
Dude, Chris Wagner, great one. Unnecessarily complicated cancellation process.
Yep, I just brought that up. Rhett just dropped one as well. I got a little doc going of these. Open that door up. It's getting warm in here.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay.
So I spent an hour yesterday going over and relearning how to use WordPress, which I'll probably still screw up. Yeah, I spent an hour on the phone with Trevor yesterday.
Right.
Trevor's our dude from corporate. He's corporate Tim, the engineer, but he's just more on the IT side. He's recreated all of our websites and moved all of our websites over to WordPress. So if you head over to rock1061.com, it looks slightly different if you remember what it used to look like, I don't know, 3 months ago. But it's not too far from what they used to look like.
Yeah.
But they're now a WordPress, and we used to use WordPress way back in the day, and WordPress has updated itself like over the last 4 years, like 10 times. So it's kind of different from what I remember, but it's mostly the same.
Yeah. There's just more.
Yeah, there's a lot more. I mean, WordPress has really become a big giant thing now.
Yeah. It gives us a little bit more freedom to do some stuff with the website, so I'll have to eventually dive into that. All right, top of the 8 o'clock hour. You got about 3 minutes to go. After STP, going to hear some Seether. Then we'll dive into things that are perfectly legal, that should be illegal. We'll get to trivia, like Marshall said, Shinedown Tickets, Quizzed in the Face, and then Marshall's Music News. Days flying by as always. Thank you guys for that. Appreciate it.
Tomorrow on the show, we have Hefe, Chicks on Dudes.
Cotter versus Marshall. If anybody has any ideas for topics Marshall and I can argue about, feel free to drop those at any time.
Nailed it.
Not opposed to branching out from the would you rather type stuff if somebody's got something fun. As long as I don't have to research too much.
Yeah. All right, guys, once again, 2.5 minutes out from jumping back on the air, talking about things that are perfectly legal that should be illegal. We have a small list of things that were kind of put together from, I'm guessing, a survey of some sort.
This is, I think, from Reddit.
Okay, yeah, Reddit, gotcha. Yep, there it is. I've got one big one, but guys, thanks for dropping yours in. I got like 3 from the chat I can share.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, then we got the one off the text. I've got a couple. I've got one, I would say, my big one. But
what do you got after the show today?
I got to finish up some scheduling. I'm actually ahead of the curve here a little bit, so that's nice. But I got to get some scheduling done. I've got some things to get ready for the golf tournament this weekend. We're not doing a whole lot with it. Not like with the Heritage. We're not going to run updates. We're not doing the wrap-up show now. So we got a few things to get ready for Mr. Monty Jet. He'll be doing kind of like a specialty show Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, kind of covering the tournament at Congaree. The Palmetto Championship at Congaree is the tournament. So we'll be covering that. And then it's just kind of getting. I still have. I gotta dive into the website. I got a few things I got to do for the concert page. So I got to get into that. Beach living versus mountain living. Ooh, that's good. I like that. That's a good one, Sean. That's a good one. 100% agree. It's funny. My daughter who works at Kroger. As cashier, mainly cashier, just, in the typical traditional cashier line. I was kind of learning how to do the self-checkout stuff, and she's like, I would prefer to scan stuff in, be the cashier any day than the self-check-in. Because she's like, there's so many more people who just don't know how to use it. She's like, you're surprised by the amount of people who can't figure it out, and there's way more work in that than there is in just scanning groceries.
Oh, yeah.
I would have never guessed.
The one thing, I'm usually a self-checkout guy for the most part. The one thing I pride myself on is getting through that line faster than anyone else could. It really makes me happy. Like dropping in, you got the stupid Kroger. Like that's another thing that should be illegal. Speaking of Kroger carts, Food Lion carts, those cards, stupid.
Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Cotter and Marshall Show. Be sure to get that stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Twitch is being weird. I guess several websites this morning around the world being weird. Something to do with the cloud farm. Was it Fastly? Fastly.
Yeah,
cloud
they're
farm.
Definitely not that this morning.
Having some issues. You're talking some major websites, not just Twitch. Having some problems. I think we're back up and running on Twitch, though, so be sure to check it out. Like, follow, and subscribe while you're there. We appreciate that. This morning, this hour, we're going to take a look at things that are perfectly legal, but should be illegal. And I think if they were illegal, it'd make all of our lives a lot easier. This is something we found off of Reddit. I mean, things like, just a quick couple examples. College professors who make you buy like an $80 textbook, and you find out they wrote it because all they're doing is putting extra money into their pocket. TV shows with smoke detectors going off.
Actually, I'm fine with that one.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, what about commercials that have like sirens in it or doorbells in commercials?
Yeah, doorbells are a big thing, obviously, because my dogs or most people's dogs are set off. But I have a doorbell that doesn't make any sound anymore because it's connected to the internet, and I can just shut it off. It's amazing.
Oh, that's a good call. The size of the X button on pop-up ads, especially if you're on your phone. Because if you get the pop-up ad, if you're like on a website and you try to, X out of the pop-up, you're going to click on the ad 12 times before you get to X out on it.
You will not believe how many times I've hit pornchat.com. I mean, it's kind of crazy. It's number 3 on our list here, but food companies that base calorie counts around small serving sizes. Like, so when you grab a Mountain Dew bottle and it's like, there's 2.5 servings and it's 10,000 calories. Like, I am dumb. Just tell me how much an entire bottle of soda is worth calorie-wise, so I can hate myself for drinking all of it. Like, you don't have to split it down into smaller amounts to make me feel good. I'm not a child. I'm a grown man. It's hard to tell, but I'm a grown man.
Subscriptions or services that auto-renew. I despise the auto-renew. I get it. It's probably in the fine print, but let's be honest. I'm not reading the fine print.
Dude, I cannot tell you how many years I've been a member of Entertainment Weekly and how many times they got me an auto-renew. I just finally went in and found the unsubscribe from auto-renew. I no longer get Entertainment Weekly. And I think I've been an Entertainment Weekly customer for like 12 years.
I legitly just happened to me last month. I finally figured out how to cancel my subscription. 100%. Now, a big one for me on this, and I'm not even going to hop on the bandwagon that, people should get free college tuition. That's fine. It's a different story, different day. I think the rate that college tuition rises compared to the salaries people make out of college, and I don't even care what you are. I'm not even like a doctor where it's, the highest end and you're paying for the most multiple years of college. Just anybody who goes to school shouldn't have to come out and be so much in debt before they start life.
Yeah, and just how about my level of education? I mean, if the actual level of education got better, then you should charge me more. But actually, if it's just the same, you should think about lowering it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see like the cost of living and the cost of everything has, gone up. But the cost of college is gone up so much more than like minimum wage or how much money people are going to make, with careers they're going to college for. So they're not on the same level playing field. And my oldest kid is taking a gap year this year, not going to college. And I'm like, I'm okay with this because he's not very excited about school right now. And I don't want to force it on him and then have him start life massively in debt, and not getting enough out of school to even turn it into a career.
Exactly. I mean, and we're a couple community college dropouts. We were smart enough or dumb enough to find our way to somehow a decent living with radio, as we talked about yesterday. We make $1,500 every episode. So why are you laughing?
Because I need your agent to work out my deal because I got hosed.
I was told you were making $1,500. I mean, it just makes start doing the college thing makes a lot of sense in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
but
it does.
In a lot of ways, it doesn't for certain people. I mean, look, not everyone needs to graduate from college. Look at us. But also, not the world doesn't need 1,000 college graduates.
No.
We still need people that go to trade schools and do other things in life. It's not a status thing you should be embarrassed of at all.
No, by any means, no. So looking for things that are perfectly legal that should be illegal. Tanner hit us up via the text. I love this one. It's so simple. When you're running through a fast food place, should be written in law that you get napkins with your meal.
Yeah. Wait, he doesn't get napkins with his meal?
And it's happened. I mean, what about not getting a straw?
Dude, if you forget my straw, honestly, there's been fast food places I never went back to because they forgot my straw. I'm petty. I'm so petty like that.
Along the same lines, I shouldn't have to ask for extra ketchup. Give me a handful. I mean, I use them all, but you know what? Give me the handful.
This happened to me recently. I went through a Wendy's drive-thru, and they put the straw in your bag. I hate that because it leads me to believe you never gave me a straw. When you hand me my drink, hand me my straw.
Agreed.
Okay? I know it's a little thing, but that's the way I like it.
All right, what are things that are perfectly legal that should be illegal? You can text in. You can also comment on the stream now. The number to text, 800-394-1061. We got more of those coming up. Latest from Five Finger Death Punch. This is Darkness Settles In. Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 1061.
Guys, I got a bunch of great ones. Thank you so much for chiming in. I've got 6 on the chat that I can use.
I like it.
I also have one from me that I wrote.
All right, you want to do that coming out? And then hit up some of the ones on the chat?
Sure. Yeah, I'll go in. Do you have any on the text at all?
Just the one that I read.
Okay.
Oh.
What about do you want to do Chris's?
Oh, we may have another. Oh, there we go. Chris's is good too. Yeah. Chris's is really good. Cop speeding using the lights in non-emergency situations. Squatted and lifted pickups.
Why don't you I'll do mine.
Okay.
And then bring up a couple.
Okay.
And then I will definitely bring up Elaine, who just dropped them in, which should be illegal for health insurance to deny treatment that doctors order.
Yes.
And then I'll bring up Tony's as well. So I'll do Tony and Elaine's. Tony's is about the credit scores.
Okay.
And then you can bring up whatever you want on the second break, and I'll bring up mine.
Okay. Where'd Chris's go? It's just right here. There
it was at 7:57 this morning.
There it is. All right. So we'll do just a quick reset. Go into yours.
Yep.
All right.
Wrote mine out already, so I'm good to go there. Sean, thank you for the picture of the seasonings.
Yes.
I just saw those.
Gonna look into that.
Called Meat Church Barbecue. Meat Church Barbecue has some amazing season. Never knew.
You want me to do Chris's after yours?
Yeah, so I'll do mine and then do Chris's. And if you have another one, go ahead and bring it up. And then I'll do Elaine and Tony's, the healthcare and the credit scores.
Okay. All right, we got about a minute 45.
So I'm guessing Aaron's going to be here tomorrow because we have our managers meeting.
He said he would be.
Yeah. A-Dub's not showing up to work, guys, today. It's the weather. I think it's just got him down. It's all crappy outside. Inheritance tax. I don't know enough about inheritance tax.
Basically, if somebody dies, leaves you money and or gifts, you have to pay tax on it.
Oh, interesting.
Which sucks.
Morning, Greg. Sorry, Twitch wasn't working. I saw you commented a few times on Twitch. It's not showing up on the chat today. Advertising pharmaceuticals should be illegal. If you are an overweight diabetic, ask your doctor about our drug. While it's not designed for weight loss, you may lose weight. Find a doctor you trust to give you the best medicine for your condition. That's a good one.
Who was that?
That was Greg
right.
On Facebook.
I'll bring that up. I'll do that in Chris's. All right, guys, got about 30 seconds. This is the last break for the things that are perfectly legal that should be illegal. We've got trivia coming up here in just a bit.
It should be illegal to vote after you die. True.
All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out on air and on the stream. Taking a look at things that are perfectly legal, but they should be illegal.
Yeah, so I was thinking about this, and I recently went to the movie theater this past Saturday. Went and saw A Quiet Place Part 2. Excellent film. Go watch it. But I was thinking, during the film, someone's light popped up on their phone. They checked it during the movie, which is fine. But we've all had cases where much worse things have happened. People take phone calls and stuff. So things that are perfectly legal, like looking at your phone during a film, that should be illegal. The moment you walk into a movie theater auditorium, just the auditorium, that little block, the room itself, your phone should go into some form of airplane mode, and your screen brightness should be automatically dimmed to 10%. So if I'm in a movie, I shouldn't be able to see your bright ass phone from a good 40 yards away. That's something that I think should be absolutely put into practice with movie theaters. How does that happen? I don't know. Technology, maybe. But yeah, that little square should not have mostly any phone service. Look, if you're waiting for an important call, you shouldn't be at a movie theater. If you're doing something, you probably shouldn't be within those four walls where everyone's trying to enjoy the same exact experience, and you're just being the jerk in this case. So once again, going into a movie theater, that little four-roomed, a magical place, your phone should essentially barely work.
All right, what is something perfectly legal that should be illegal? Chris on the chat, unnecessarily complicated cancellation processes. Just to try to unsubscribe from like an email service can take way too long.
Yeah, and I don't understand, like, when I unsubscribe from something, why does it say, like, some places will be like, in 7 to 10 days, this will happen. I'm like, this is an email. It's on or off. Like, off.
Maybe it's because they've got emails scheduled out.
Nope.
And you're still on that by default?
When I opt out completely. When I break up with someone, I don't say, well, I'm going to still see you for the next week. We'll go out to dinner and we'll just work out the details. No, it's over.
Greg commented on Facebook. This is a good one. Advertising pharmaceuticals should be illegal.
Okay.
It's like, because they're not necessarily doing it for the good of all of our health. They're doing it so you can walk into your doctor and just start naming off a bunch of products so they can make some money. If you need to do some research because you got some issues, do some research. I think that's completely fine. Yeah, I mean, I don't need to see commercial after commercial after commercial promoting some sort of, pharmaceutical just because they're trying to make some extra cash.
Well, look, we already know that you're a user and lover of Viagra because Vic, our buddy Vic, gave you a couple. But look, don't hate all pharmaceuticals just because.
I'm not hating on the pharmaceutical, just hating on the ads.
What about this? What about Elaine chimes in? She goes, it should be illegal for health insurance to deny treatment that doctors order. I love that one.
100%. I love that.
That one's a genius one. And how about this? We're talking about we're talking about college and credit scores and all that stuff. Credit scores should be illegal. If an agency personal review of your bad decisions you made in your early 20s, when you finally grow up, you can't shake it for 7 years. Yeah, I agree. Credit scores should be illegal. I had a rough go there in the early 20s. I don't know if I could even get a car. I think my parents had to help me get a car, but I definitely have come up since then.
All right, if you got something that's perfectly legal that should be illegal, feel free to text it in, 800-394-1061. You can also hit us up in the comments on the chat. Coming up next, going to talk our concert, the big 20th anniversary show. Also, got a couple more concert announcements coming up later on today. Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061. All right, I forgot I made a second cup of coffee. I'm going to go grab that now.
Ooh, turning TV commercials, those shouldn't be illegal just for the fact Jamie Casino, remember that time he took a sledgehammer and broke that tombstone? That was badass. You'd miss that? You wouldn't have that in your life? That's crazy talk, Charles. All right, coming up next, talking about concerts, and then after that, we're going to play some Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout trivia. We are giving away Shinedown tickets. So the first person to call in, once we tell you guys to, will score themselves some Shinedown tickets, then take one of us on, and Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout trivia. It's too hot for me to even drink coffee today. Oof. Our studios are always set at like 70 degrees, so it's always a little chilly in the studios. But yeah, walking out the last 2 mornings, man, just with the humidity and stuff, has been brutal. Yeah, it's currently 90% humidity. Gross. And they're calling for rain damn near every day. Oh, and over the weekend, too. Come on, man. I just want some pool time. All right. Once again, guys, coming up next, talking about those concerts, then playing trivia for Shinedown tickets. Yeah, after the show today, I've just got mostly 20th anniversary show stuff to do. Got to follow up on Ice. Got to tell our stage scrim guy, scrim's the banners that go around the stage, that we're a go with this company that we're using down in Valdosta.
Nice.
Then I got to... Oh, I've got to mail out some stuff. Speaking of, Sean, I owe you a bottle of our hot sauce. I got to mail that out.
Thomas, have a good day, man. Thanks for hanging out. All right, guys. You get to pick a song, or which song goes. Either Glorious Sons, SOS, or Metallica, Whiskey in the Jar. Which one should I cut?
Which one should you cut? Oof. My personal vote is you drop Metallica. You drop Metallica, you keep SOS.
Ooh, we can throw this one in the mix, too. Or I can cut Tonight, Smashing Pumpkins. Any of those three could go.
Cut Tonight. Yeah, tonight's awesome. Usually I host trivia at the Draft Room in Berwick, but tonight I'm taking off, and then I'll be back to play bingo on Thursday at 7 o'clock, but I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. I tried working out last night. Midst of workout, my mom called me, so I think I'm going to try back and going out and working out. The good news is I was like literally almost done.
Oh, that's good.
I was doing just like a little quick, probably 20-minute workout, like doing some lifts, like squat lifts, deadlifts, I guess you want to call them, and then just some minor arm stuff, just some like cardio stuff, get my heart beating, jumping jacks. But she called me in the midst of it. I answered the phone. I'm like, hello? She's like, do you know who this is? I'm like, yeah, Mom? Yeah. What are you doing? I'm like, I'm breathing heavy. Can't you tell? I'm working out. Ooh, 92 in Minnesota with 80% humidity.
That's brutal. What's it like today?
It's 90% humidity right now, and it's about 80 degrees. So it's
F that noise,
we're not too far off from what Sean's feeling in Minnesota.
man.
But it sounds like hell. Sounds like hell.
Oh, my God. Okay, so 50% chance of rain today, 30% chance tomorrow, partly sunny on Friday, chance of rain over the weekend, partly sunny on Monday, chance of rain Tuesday and Wednesday. Jesus Christ.
It's gross, man.
Yeah, not off to a good start to the summer. Just kind of been nasty. I mean, I'll take the. You know it's going to get hot, so that's fine. But then you throw all this rain on it, it's just kind of been a bummer.
Red, I love that comment. It's like that superhero commercial where Mom calls while he's fighting on the roof and the guy's in a helicopter. Well, the squirrels are at it again. I forgot about that. Great commercial. What was it promoting? I don't remember, but I remember the commercial.
It's Geico.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I got to catch up with
Excuse me.
Brendan as well. Sent him a bunch of stuff. Hoping to have it this week. How much time we got?
We have got 4.5 minutes.
Okay. Let's go ahead and answer some Magic 8-Ball questions, guys. We haven't done this today yet. Once again, hashtag Ask the 8-Ball. If you got any questions, yes or no-ish questions that the Magic 8-Ball can answer for you, please drop them into the chat. In case anyone's wondering who's been here for a while, we used to do Ask the Internet or Poll the Internet from Barstool Sports. We've kind of essentially run out of questions. We've asked all the questions through the box. It took a couple months, but we're going to be taking a break from that for a while. Probably do some other games in there during that time. But right now, we're just doing Ask the Magic 8-Ball. So go ahead and drop in your questions if you have anything that you would like answered from the 8-Ball itself. And once again, sorry for the whole Twitch thing this morning. I know generally we have a lot of people watching on Twitch and hanging out with us there. There was a worldwide outage on Twitch literally the moment we started the show this morning. So although we are currently on Twitch, I'm not seeing any of the comments roll through the chat doc. So it's not the best place to watch the show today. Sean, hashtag Ask the 8-Ball. Should Sean take a half day on Friday? My reply is no.
Oh, I don't like that.
I mean, in general, I don't like that, but maybe there's a reason. Think about it. Magic 8-Ball saying no. Yeah, so here later on this morning, we have 2 more concert announcements at 10 o'clock. Once again, 2 announcements at 10 o'clock. So you'll want to check out our Instagram and Facebook pages of Rock 106.1, and we'll be I'm taking a half a day.
Do it.
You want to check out our Facebook and Instagram pages. We'll be putting up information in regards to those shows here later on this morning. But, yeah, we'll be talking about that here in a moment. Obviously, our 20th anniversary show. It's coming up, man. It's coming up real quick. Excited for it.
All right, got about 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Like I said, I think this is one of the harder rounds of trivia I've written.
I hope I get an opportunity to try it, man. It's been a little while. Here's a great question. So from Andrew, he said, hashtag Ask the 8-Ball. Will I ever get staffed up or get applicants that are not complete morons and want to actually work? Andrew, great question. Great question. Let's go ahead and ask that 8-Ball. Very doubtful. Shit, man. Sorry, Andrew, to break the news to you. It's very doubtful. So, I mean, but it's not out of the realm. I mean, there's a good chance you may get 1 out of 100. So good luck with that. Tony says, how many times can a person win tickets from you guys? You can win once per contest. So essentially, like, you could win one pair of any pair of tickets. It's not held to like a 30-day thing. That's old school radio.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. Nobody wants a job anymore. WTF. I think that's going to change a lot at the end of the month, man. They're officially killing off that pandemic unemployment credit. So everyone's going to be losing that. It was $300 a week, right?
I don't know.
I think it was like $300 a week extra that people were getting for the pandemic stuff. So I think we're going to see quite a few people making their way back to work in the month of July. So hopefully, crossing my fingers for you, Andrew, that you get some stuff, man.
All right, guys, got about 30 seconds. A quick update about the show, and then getting close to trivia. All right, guys, be right back. The Rock 106.1 20th anniversary show is coming up in under a month. Puddle of Mud, Filter, and Sponge, along with two great local bands, Lilac and Whaleboat. Tickets are on sale now. You can get them at etix.com. Also, the website, rock1061.com. And this is just the kickoff to what could be one of the best years of concerts in the Low Country and Coastal Empire in the last 10 years.
So just announced yesterday, Shinedown is going to be coming to Augusta, Georgia, or as our friend Charles called it, Disgusta, Georgia, Thursday, October 7th. Tickets go on sale later on this week for that show. I think they have, who was it? 0936
Yes.
playing on that show, along with some other band that I can't remember off the top of my head. But anyway, Shinedown is going to be playing within 2 hours of us, which is very exciting. They were supposed to come see us in Savannah last year twice, but obviously the pandemic killed those shows. But it's still cool to get Shinedown coming at least somewhere close to us.
So we've also got a couple concert announcements for Savannah. Those are happening once we're off the air at 10 o'clock, so be sure to check us out on social media for all the details there. And speaking of that Shinedown show, we're giving away tickets, aren't we?
We are giving away tickets 100% with Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia.
All right, your chance to win is coming up in just minutes. There it is. Glorious Sons and SOS. Scott and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1.
Felt like you had a moment there where it wasn't going to play.
I hit the wrong button. That was all it was. My bad. Operator error.
Yeah, the two shows that we're announcing today at 10 a.m. are pretty exciting. I mean, they're smaller shows for sure, but they're bands that you know, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, man, I'm excited. So it's like we've already got Fozzy and Pop Evil coming to Victory North.
Yep.
Now we got, some more shows coming. We've got our show. Telling you, man, holy crap. And we've already had Adelita's Way and Steel Panther. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, with the Pop Evil show, it was really interesting. So the guys at Filthy Nasty Productions who put on the shows, they reached out to me and they're like, would you guys support a Pop Evil show? And I'm like, duh, yeah, 100%. We play Pop Evil all the time. They're like, okay, well, Pop Evil is going to come in off this kind of road tour they're doing with 0936. And sorry, I'm popping on the link right here. There's another band on there. Oh, Broken Love is part of that show too. And like, how do you guys feel about supporting the show? Like 1,000% yes. Like,
yes.
Come on, man. Absolutely. So, it was very exciting to get Pop Evil booked here in Savannah. Once again, those guys are coming in on Monday, August 23rd. Yes, I understand it's a Monday. Still get your freak on. Still go see some live music. Have a few drinks, but don't get too crazy. You probably have to work the next day. Yeah,
the Anthrax and Testament, they owe us a show. It'd be nice. It'd be really nice.
Thanks to the stage on Bay. Yeah, actually, you should no thanks to the Stage on Bay. Stage on Bay was a doomed venue from the very beginning.
Such a weird situation there.
I remember them rushing to even open up to do their very first show, which technically their first show was not even at their venue. Remember, it actually got moved to...
Oh, right.
It got moved to that theater over by the Savannah Tap House. What's that thing called?
I can't remember which one it is, but yeah, I forgot. It did. It completely got moved.
Yeah, because they refused to permit it.
Yep.
The venue. And then the venue was like, okay, we're going to sue you, the city of Savannah. And they're like, oh, yeah, you can have a permit.
Yeah, it was, it's like, I don't know. There was potential-ish, but I agree with you. It was kind of doomed from the start.
Yeah. The name was horrible. That's how I knew it wasn't going to last. And I know that sounds kind of crappy, but honestly, it's the truth. The name goes a long way.
Yeah. All right, guys, be right back. The question is a simple one. Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Those dropouts being us.
Yeah, that is right. We have no debt. No big deal. No debt. So here's the deal, guys. 7 questions, 60 seconds. Can you beat one of us in our trivia game? It's pretty simple. And the first person to call in right now is going to score themselves, no matter what happens, whether they beat us, whether they lose, or whether they tie us, are going to score a pair of tickets to go see Shinedown in Augusta on Thursday, October 7th. Tickets aren't even on sale yet. Okay, so you will actually get a pair of tickets before anyone else. So call us up right now, 1-800-394-1061 for your chance to score those tickets and play against one of us.
Are you smarter than a community college dropout? Trivia up next with Cotter and Marshall. Rock 1061. Rock 1061, who's this? Lonnie, what's going on, man?
Hey, not much, man.
All right, you know the drill. It's time for trivia. Who do you want to take on, myself or Marshall?
Marshall's going down.
All right, I like it. Oh, here we go. All right, 7 questions, 60 seconds. Your time will start as soon as I finish question number 1. And, of course, get my clock up and running so I can time everything because, I'm on top of things today. All right, man, with that said, are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, here we go. First question is multiple choice. What was the name of the ice cream parlor in season 3 of Stranger Things? Was it Scoops Ahoy, Ice Cream Captain, or 7 Seas of Ice Cream?
Scoops Ahoy.
Correct. What is the main language spoken in Brazil?
Portuguese.
That is correct. What type of tree grows from acorns?
Walnut tree.
Incorrect. In what year was the first iPad released? 2009, 2010, or 2011?
2010.
That is correct. Dating back to 1919, what is the oldest NFL team with continuous operation at the same location?
Chicago Bears.
Incorrect. Multiple choice. What was the first animal to make an orbital space flight around Earth? Cat, dog, or monkey?
Monkey.
Incorrect. Final question. Load up on guns, bring your friends is the opening lyric to what song from Nirvana?
Oh, I don't know.
Got a guess? Got.
No, I give up.
All right, time is up. Time is up. All right, Marshall. Lonnie got 3 out of 7 correct for trivia. Lonnie, hang tight. We'll be right back to you. Going to give Marshall a turn here. 7 questions, 60 seconds. Your time will start after I finish question number 1. Question number 1 is multiple choice. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Here we go. What was the name of the ice cream parlor in season 3 of Stranger Things? Was it Scoops Ahoy, Ice Cream Captain, or 7 Seas of Ice Cream?
Scoops Ahoy?
That is correct. What is the main language spoken in Brazil?
Spanish?
Incorrect. What type of tree grows from acorns?
What kind of tree grows from acorns? Acorn tree?
Incorrect. In what year was the first iPad released? 2009, 2010, or 2011?
Oh, that's a great question. 2011?
Incorrect. Dating back to 1919, what is the oldest NFL team with continuous operation at the same location?
Green Bay Packers?
That is correct. Multiple choice. What was the first animal to make an orbital? What was the first animal to make an orbital? God damn it! What was the first animal?
This doesn't count against my time.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. What was the first animal to make an orbitable? Or why can't I say it?
Orbital.
That
Now
word,
I'm saying it. Orbit?
Space flight around Earth. Cat, dog, or monkey?
Definitely wasn't you. Monkey?
Incorrect. Load up on guns, bring your friends is the opening lyric to what Nirvana song?
Smells like Teen Spirit.
That is correct. I believe that's a tie today. 1, 2, 3. That is a tie with Lonnie.
I'll take it. You know what? I'll take a tie. It's better than a loss. Lonnie, you are smart mother effer.
I was worried you had me.
All right, Lonnie, here's the deal, man. Those tickets are not yet available, obviously, because they're not technically on sale yet. But as soon as they are, we'll give you a ring and hook you up with a pair of those tickets. Shinedown once again, Thursday, October 7th, over in Augusta.
Awesome.
All right, thanks, man. Thanks for calling in.
Thanks, man.
I see ya. Let's go over the correct answers. Yes, Scoops Ahoy was the name of the ice cream parlor in season 3 of Stranger Things. In Brazil, the main language is Portuguese.
Of course. Who didn't know that? Me.
Lonnie got it right. Acorn grows in oak tree.
Oh, yeah, sure.
2010 was when the first iPad was released. The Green Bay Packers, dating back to 1919, the oldest NFL team with continuous operation at the same location. A dog was the first animal doing whatever that space flight was. And Load Up on Guns, Bring Your Friends, opening lyric to Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Oof.
Another chance for you to win tomorrow around 8:30. Are you smarter than a community college dropout with Rock 106.1?
All right, guys, Cotter's going to edit that up, and we'll be right back here in about 3 minutes.
Cool. check. There we go.
All right, guys, sorry about that. Back on the chat after Cotter wrapped up editing that audio that you guys heard live on the stream for Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia. Congrats to Lonnie, for scoring himself some tickets to go to Shinedown. We're going to have those tickets for the rest of the week as well, so that's not your only chance, just a heads up there. With that tie, my record goes to 23 wins, 4 losses, and 6 ties. Cotter stands tight at 21 wins, 6 losses, and 2 ties. So,
like I told you, I thought that was one of the harder quizzes I've written in a while.
Yeah, the Acorn one, obviously, I guess I just never thought about what acorns do.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Tony, have a great rest of your day. Tony's bouncing out. So it was confirmed late last night, but Rob Zombie has officially confirmed the news that he is doing a modern adaptation of the classic TV show The Munsters. So he said that via Instagram. It's not going to be a music news story today, but I wanted to make sure I shared it on the chat today. He says, "Attention, boils and ghouls. The rumors are true. My next film project will be the one I've been chasing for 20 years, The Munsters. Stay tuned for exciting details as things progress." His wife apparently is going to be playing Lily Munster, which I hate.
You knew that was happening.
I don't know why he somehow always gets his wife his wife cast as one of the main characters in his films. It's ridiculous. It has to stop. She's not a great actress. There could have been so many. I mean, like, Elvira's in this film, apparently.
Yeah.
Just have her play Lily Munster.
Yeah, he's got her playing herself, probably, right?
Yeah, but still.
No, I'm with you. But I am all about him remaking this movie. I said as soon as those first rumors came out, I think I want to see this.
I would rather see an original Rob Zombie film. I mean,
that's fair.
Some are hit and miss, obviously. The Lords of Salem probably is worst. But, I mean...
Lords of Salem was rough.
Lords of Salem was horrific.
So rough.
It was a crime. It was a crime against humanity, mostly. But, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of interested to see how this one turns out. But once again, not excited to see his wife cast in one of the prominent roles. If she was cast in one of the smaller roles, I think I'd be kind of cool with it. But
since A-Dub's not here, I'm going to take advantage of that.
Okay. Yeah, so just in case you missed it, Rob Zombie is going to be directing the new Munsters movie. Apparently is going to premiere on the, I believe it's the Paramount Network, and also in theaters same day. So that's what you're looking at. Also, tomorrow is the arrival of Loki on Disney+. So our next Marvel Cinematic Universe TV show is hitting. Apparently the reviews are excellent. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier show, people did not love. They just didn't. They didn't really like it too much. So apparently, this new Loki show is really, really good. Owen Wilson's in it. Obviously, you have Tom Hiddleston as Loki. So the first episode comes out tomorrow on Disney Plus. If you're a member or if you're a person who's savvy enough to steal things from the internet, you definitely watch it. I'll be checking that out, definitely, at least by the weekend. So right now, we're playing back the audio from Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout Trivia live on the radio. There's still like another minute of it or so. Then we jump into commercials. After commercials, we'll come back on the air, top the 9 o'clock hour. Cotter will quiz me in the face. He's doing some sort of roadside attraction thing. He's created some fake ones. He has some real ones in there, and I just have to let him know whether they're real or not. So I'll be doing that here in just a few moments. Next week, we'll have more chances for you to win 20th anniversary concert tickets as well. We're going to have a thing where you can win tickets with Billy in the afternoon. So you'll listen to us. We'll give you like a special trivia question, or trivia answer, and then you'll call in a Billy show, the afternoon show, for your chance to win 20th anniversary show tickets. Once again, that show is at Trustees Gardens, Saturday, July 3rd. It's going to be a fun day. I'm excited for it. I'm excited to sit down, talk to the guys from Filter and Puddle of Mud and Sponge. A couple local bands will be there as well, Lilac and Whaleboat. So excited to for that day to happen, just to sit down and talk to everyone. Plus, we'll be live streaming those interviews. For some reason, you can't make it out to the show. You'll be able to live stream those interviews on our morning show feed on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. When Twitch is, not down due to, a worldwide outage. Hopefully that won't happen on Saturday, July 3rd. Cross your fingers. Yeah, I'm excited to sit down with Richard Patrick. I mean, just his career in general has been incredible, from 9 Inch Nails to his work that he's done in Filter. Obviously very heavily political, especially in his older age. I don't know if you've seen any of the new stuff Filter has put out in the last few years, but very heavily political. So I kind of want to do kind of a wide-ranging interview with Richard, sitting him down, talking about his early days, talking about his work that led him from 9 Inch Nails to Filter. And then obviously starting Filter with his partner there, because it was just kind of a two-man operation, and then figuring out how he led from there to the full band, to the idea of doing title of record, and all of that, all the stuff that goes with it. So I mean, he's had quite the career. So I want to sit down and kind of talk to him, really get into see what makes him tick. So I'm looking at a story right here, guys, and I don't know how you feel about LeBron James, but they just did a study, and we may talk about this on the show tomorrow. For last year, the most hated NBA player in each state, the person that had the most states and the most hated NBA player was LeBron James. According to this survey, both in, Alabama and Georgia, James Harden was the most hated player in the NBA. Also making the most hated list was Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and Paul George. I found this story on Bro Bible. Cotter just joined us back in studio. Of the most hated NBA players in each state, LeBron leads the pack. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I mean, LeBron's about 25 states as the most hated player in the NBA. Number 2 is Kyrie Irving.
Okay.
James Harden is the most hated player in Georgia, according to this survey. And oddly enough, Paul George is the most hated in New Mexico. New Mexico?
Interesting. Yeah, I get LeBron topping that list.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys that's easy to hate.
Russell Westbrook is the most hated player in Pennsylvania.
Why not?
Make sure you ask Puddle of Mud about their Nirvana cover. Oh, Christ. Do I have to? Look, it was a pandemic. He wasn't prepared. What Andrew's talking about is a cover of, oh, shoot. I forget the name of the song. Anyway.
I don't think I heard it.
Yeah, so the guys from Puddle of Mud, Wes Scantlin, actually covered a Nirvana song, and his vocals were horrific.
Oh.
Yeah, his voice was not made to do Nirvana. Or even an impression of Nirvana that was happening. It was really bad.
Right. That's unfortunate. Which are you going to do? Def Leppard first?
When it comes to the stories, yeah. I'll go Def Leppard. I'll go Shinedown. I'll make that one quick and short, and then I'll do the Alice in Chains story.
All right,
Jerry Control story.
What are our options for Def Leppard, guys? Let's see.
It was about a girl.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we have for Def Leppard. What song would you like to hear after Marshall's Music News? We have Rock of Ages. Photograph, of course, Pour Some Sugar on Me, and Foolin', and Rocket.
I don't remember Rocket.
Rocket was from Hysteria. Rocket, yeah. I don't know. I do no songs justice.
Wow.
If there's one of those songs you prefer, I know where I'm going to lean if I don't hear much.
I'm guessing you're going to go Rocket.
No.
No?
No, I'm not.
Where are you going?
I'm leaning Rock Ages.
I would go Rockin' Ages too.
Yeah.
All right, here, I'm going to play you some of this Puddle of Mud just from my laptop here.
Okay.
And it's the worst thing is that the performance. It was from like a serious like Octane channel thing, and like he has the worst face. Because when he's trying to get the heavy bar, it's like hey, and he's like this. Ah,
yeah.
It was a little rough. It was a little rough, as you could tell. He's already responded to that, so I don't know if I want to browbeat. Oh my God! No, I can't talk. Browbeat him into the ground in regards to that exact incident.
No, because
there's so many other things to ask him about.
The last thing we want to do is piss off the headliner before they go on.
No, I mean I do want to talk to him. I'm like, dude, what's up with the airport incident? Was probably one of the most interesting. Like, why'd you decide that you wanted to go on the baggage claim and go behind? Behind it to the back. What was going on there, would you say? Now, there's tons of interesting stuff to talk to Wes Scanlon about in regards to that.
All right, we got about a minute and a half before top of the hour, getting into Foo Fighters, and then Marshall's going to get quizzed in the face. Once again, today is in honor of people heading out for summer and summer vacations. Got 10 roadside attractions, plus the city they are located in. You have to tell me whether they are legit roadside attractions or something I made up.
I've got a feeling I'm going to do very badly at this.
It was harder to come up with fake roadside attractions than you would think, because there's pretty much everything. And I'm not even saying some of the ones that I made up aren't legit, but I made sure they weren't in the city that I'm giving you. Because because there are so many. I'm like, I'm going to do the world's largest railroad spike. No, that's a thing. It is a legit thing. I was just trying to come up with like anything. So many weird ones. So it was harder than I thought, but I think it's pretty good. I think there's some good ones. I've been to, as a kid, years ago, I want to say it was one of our trips to Florida. We stopped by like a Jesse James roadside museum.
Okay.
Just the last summer when we went to Blue Ridge, they've got a Bigfoot museum.
Did you stop by?
We did. We went to it. I mean, it's super tiny. I mean, it's like 2 rooms, 3 rooms maybe, but it was fun. I mean, it's like they got this room that has, a couple movies or, documentary-ish things you can sit through and watch. And then they got just a lot of, just weird paraphernalia telling you stories. They've got a couple like audio listening stations, so you can hear Bigfoot and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually pretty cool. So, I mean, that was kind of neat. Those kind of things can be fun.
So you'll be proud of me. I've already written your game this week.
Oh, look at that.
I'm not going to tell you what it is.
That's
obviously
fine.
I'm not going to tell you till the day of show, but I wrote it yesterday when I was working for 27 hours after our show.
I look forward to it.
But yeah, I already got yours done. So now that we've gotten ourselves into the 9 o'clock hour, about 3 minutes away, Cotter's going to quiz me in the face from those roadside attractions he just mentioned, whether they're real or not. And then after that, we'll do some Marshall's Music News. Then we'll wrap up your day. We'll let you guys go on, proceed with living your lives, but you have to be back here at 6 a.m. tomorrow, obviously. Tomorrow we'll do top 5s during the show. Just in case you are new and you haven't hung out with us before, top 5s. We have a manager's meeting right after the show on Wednesdays, where we have to create a top 5 list telling the boss what we're working on. So we ask you guys to do the same exact thing. So remember, right around 8 o'clock tomorrow, we are going to be asking you guys for your top 5s. Tomorrow on the show, Hefe, the new music beta fish. Is it Hefe on Wednesdays?
No, he's Thursday.
Thursday. I knew I had that wrong.
Tomorrow's Chicks on Dudes, Cotter versus Marshall. I think that might be 2 of the daily ones or the weekly ones, I guess.
I always forget he's on Thursday. I just want it to be Thursday because last week we only had to do 4 days.
Oh, so nice. This weekend, seriously, not doing anything besides mowing.
It seems like every weekend you're always telling me you're never doing anything.
And I usually succeed. And I'm okay with that. Well, it's like ever since we started doing mornings, my weekends are a bigger priority, not wanting to try to do things work-related. I get it. Sometimes it just happens, and that's fine. But because of, yes, we get out here at 12:30, usually go home, take a nap. But then, like you said yesterday, you're up working for another 5-6 hours. I mean, that's a typical day. You get back home, and there's still work to do. Got to finish putting together the show, trying to schedule music, write imaging, all that stuff. So there's still a list of things to do. So when a weekend hits, man, if I don't have to do anything, awesome. Unfortunately, I have to write 3 games of trivia for the side hustle.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I like the nothing on my weekends. So.
Speaking of roadside attractions, years ago, Charles says in a comment here, there was a spot on Highway 17 South, right before you turn to I-96 to go to Hinesville. There was a place called Chico's Monkey Farm. In the later years, it was a scary place and not a real nice life for the animals.
Oh.
Thankfully, it closed.
That sounds horrible. I'm Googling Chico's Monkey Farm because I'm interested. Richmond Hill. Wow. Yep. Richmond Hill, Georgia, Chico's Monkey Farm. Tourist trap, zoo, and gift shop operated in the 50s or earlier until the interstate killed it in the late 70s. Went there once or twice back in 1977, 78. The place was barely open. I first visited there in 75. Met the owner, who was and still is a larger-than-life character with a background in the circus. Always imagined the farm as merely an excuse to sell the wares of a souvenir shop, which is largely manufactured in Mexico, blah, 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 blah. I was the owner of this property from 2002 to 2008. Sold the property to a foul. He was way after things. Interesting.
There you go. Chico's Monkey Farm.
Why not?
Did you know about that one?
I did not. It's a great one. I would have never believed that was a thing.
Yeah.
All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out on air and on the stream. As always, everyone is invited to join the horde. That is everybody hanging out on the stream each and every day, checking out the video, hanging with us during breaks. You can watch us on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. While you're there, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. As always, you can listen to the show. You can download the Rock 106.1 app for free. You can get us on your in-home smart speaker. You can also check us out on the website, streaming 24/7 at rock1061.com. Marshall, it is time for you to get quizzed in the face.
Quiz me, man. Let's go.
All right, today's topic is roadside attractions. As summer is here, people are heading out for vacation. There's always those little weird roadside attractions wherever you go.
Interesting.
So I've got a list of these, and you have to tell me whether they are legit roadside attractions or something I made up.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you the name of the attraction and the city and state they're found in or not found in. And if you have to tell me whether they're legit or not. And I'll be honest, coming up with the fake ones, way harder than I thought. Because anything I would type in to see if it was legit. Example, I'm going to do the world's largest railway spike. There is one. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, there's pretty much anything under the sun you want, you're going to find it. So some of these may be legit things, but they're not in the town that they say they're located in.
Okay.
But I did do research. I couldn't find any on the ones I made up. So it'll be interesting. Roadside attractions. You tell me whether they are legit or not. Here we go. Number 1, quizzed in the face.
Mm-hmm.
The Hammer Museum in Haines, Alaska.
The Hammer Museum.
The Hammer Museum, Haines, Alaska.
I mean, are hammers an important thing in Alaska? I don't think they are. I'm going to say no. I'm going to just straight out say that's fake.
The first hammer museum in the United States with over 2,000 hammers on display.
Sick.
Including a 20-foot hammer out front.
Do you think MC Hammer went and did a photo shoot there? Because if he didn't, he should have.
That was a missed opportunity.
Yep, absolutely.
All right, quizzed in the face, crazy roadside attractions. Going to give you the attraction and the location. Tell me whether they're
bomb this
legit or not. Not off to a good start, but that's okay.
Okay.
Number 2, the New Jersey Devil Museum in Montclair, New Jersey.
It's 2 on the nose. I almost don't want to say that's. Nah, let's go for it. That's real. Nah, come on, man.
That one is completely made up. Though I would go to a New Jersey Devil Museum. I went to a Bigfoot museum, so why not? All right, number 3, The world's largest collection of the world's smallest things, of the world's largest things in Lucas, Kansas.
That's definitely fake. Really?
Erica Nelson spends her time visiting big-ass roadside attractions. It's like
Okay.
the world's largest ketchup bottle. She takes pictures of them, goes back home, builds miniatures of them, and then puts them in her museum.
People have too much time on their hands. Wow, I'm bombing this. 0 for 3. Okay, let's go.
All right, crazy roadside attractions. Are they legit or not? Number 4, Leaning Tower of Niles in Niles, Illinois.
Okay, so I've said the first 3 were true.
The second one was not true.
Oh, okay. Oh, man.
Leaning Tower of Niles in Niles, Illinois.
That is fake.
It is a 90-foot replica of the Leaning Tower of Pisa built in 1934.
Why do these things exist?
I don't know,
Do people
man.
visit them?
I don't know. Yes, they do. All right, you are 0 for 4.
Yeah.
This is not good.
Not good.
Quizzed in the face, crazy roadside attractions. We'll give you one more.
Not a roadside attraction guy.
I guess. We'll give you one more. We'll take a break. We'll come back. So here we go. The world's largest wishing well on the Wishing Springs Trail in Bentonville, Arkansas.
Oof, I know nothing of Arkansas. I'm going to say that's not real. There we go.
Yes! Yeah, the world's largest wishing well on the Wishing Springs Trail in Bentonville, Arkansas is not real.
Thank God.
The Wishing Springs Trail is real.
Oh.
But just no big wishing well.
Good.
All right, Marshall's getting quizzed in the face. Crazy roadside attractions. He is 1 for 5 so far.
Bombing.
But you turn it around. Get that last one right.
Yeah, maybe I'll turn it around in the second half.
Got some momentum going into the final 5. So we'll get to that next. Latest from Aaron Jones. This is Mercy. Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1.
What were the first couple again? I want to see if I believe them again. The Hammer Museum in Alaska.
Yep.
Which makes no sense to me. I didn't believe that one.
It's real.
It's real.
Yep.
Okay, sure.
The second, the New Jersey Devil Museum in Montclair, New Jersey. You were right because you're like, oh, it's too spot on.
Yeah.
Because that was, completely made up.
Obviously because of the hockey team.
Yep. The third one is my favorite title. The world's largest collection of the world's smallest things of the world's largest things in Lucas, Kansas.
Yeah, it just sounded like the location seemed ridiculous to me because I've never even heard of Lucas, Kansas. I thought you just made that name up. Where is Lucas, Kansas?
And then 4, Leaning Tower of Niles in Niles, Illinois. So we got 5 more to go.
So the population of Lucas, Kansas is 370 people. There is, there is a hotel there. It's 4.5 hours away from here.
It's 4.5 hours away?
Or no, 4.5 hour flight.
Oh, okay.
There's 2 places to stay in Lucas. There's the Lucas RV Park, and then there is the Stone Cottage Farm Bed and Breakfast that you could stay in Lucas, Kansas.
There you go. There's a picture of the world's largest collection of the world's smallest things.
Wow, just real incredible there.
Oh, that's. Have you ever been down to in Illinois? So there's a tiny town in Illinois, Metropolis, Illinois.
That's the Superman place.
Yep, the Superman place. They got the statue of Superman downtown, and they've got a Superman museum.
Mm-hmm.
And Metropolis is probably the same thing like Lucas. It's maybe 500 people. All right, we got about 90 seconds.
Yeah, when you Googled Niles, Illinois, they actually show a picture of the Leaning Tower of Niles.
I mean, it looks pretty good. I mean, the one photo I saw, it didn't look run down or anything, unless it was an older picture.
Oh, it's way up. It's way up by Skokie.
Really?
Yeah, it's up on the north side near the border of Wisconsin, like in the Chicagoland area. Sounds like Marshall needs to stay awake a little more while traveling. Might up the roadside attraction knowledge. I don't know. But all these places, they're located: Alaska, Niles, Illinois, Lucas, Kansas. Not exactly places I'm running through.
Most of these places, not all, most of these places are smaller cities.
Yeah.
And I think kind of like the Richmond Hill thing that Charles brought up about Chico's Monkey Farm. You know, you would drive through these smaller towns before interstates came in. So I think a lot of these places are probably older, you know, and had these. So I think it was a reason to go visit these small towns.
Well, I'm 1 for 5. At least I didn't goose egg this thing. At
That's
least
true.
I got one right.
Yeah, this one, yeah. Once again, some of these, you're just guessing. It's just 50-50 at this point in time. I mean, I'm sure somebody out there has massive knowledge of roadside attractions, but not us. All right, guys, be right back. Good morning. Thank you for hanging out. Marshall is getting quizzed in the face. We've got crazy roadside attractions, giving you the attraction name and city. You have to tell me whether these are legit roadside attractions or not. First 5, a little rough. 1 out of 5.
Yeah, apparently I don't know my roadside attractions.
The Hammer Museum in Haines, Alaska. It's legit. The New Jersey Devil Museum in Montclair, New Jersey. Fake. My favorite, the world's largest collection of the world's smallest things of the world's largest things in Lucas, Kansas is real. The Leaning Tower of Niles in Niles, Illinois, that's real. The world's largest wishing well on the Wishing Springs Trail in Bentonville, Arkansas, not a thing. So here we go as we pick up 5 more to go. You're going to turn this around. I got faith.
Okay.
Number 6, Doll's Head Trail in Atlanta, Georgia.
God, I want that to be true. I want to visit it. I want to visit it because I'm going to say it's not real. God, it is. Thank God.
It is real.
Thank God, I do want to visit that. That sounds terrifying.
In 2011, local carpenter Joel Slayton began finding doll parts along this trail, other pieces of junk. So he just started building art displays and random things along this Doll's Head Trail.
I've got to check that out. That's
in Atlanta,
awesome.
Georgia. Yeah, sounds crazy. All right, number 7, the world's longest dirt road in LaGrange, Texas.
LaGrange, Texas. There's so much room out there. That sounds so real to me. Oh, my gosh. Oh, man. It's real. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it wasn't, man.
All right. World's longest. And there might be one somewhere. It's
just so much room in Texas.
Right?
So many dirt roads.
Number 8, the world's biggest ball of paint in Alexandria, Indiana.
Oh,
I know.
Is this a paintball?
The world's biggest ball of paint in Alexandria, Indiana.
Oh, man. I am terrible at roadside attractions. Let's say it's real. Hey!
All right. It used to be a normal baseball. However, after 4 decades and nearly 25,000 coats of paint, it is now a 4,200-pound ball of paint.
Oh, my God.
It's just like hanging up. It's very bizarre.
It's
hanging on.
It's suspended from something?
Off of something.
Oh, my God.
All right, so crazy roadside attractions for Marshall's Quizzed in the Face today. You're 2 out of 8.
Yep.
Giving you the attraction and location. You have to tell me whether it's a real thing or not. Number 9, the world's largest chest of drawers in High Point, North Carolina.
Ooh. Who wants to see a chest of drawers, no matter how big? It's essentially, it's just an apartment building. I'm going to go, this is not real.
Really? High Point is the home furnishings capital of the world, and this 38-foot dresser was built in 1926.
Isn't that what they do like over in like Japan and stuff? Like if you could rent like apartments, but it's essentially just dresser drawers. You just stay in them.
Yeah. They have like the short term.
Yeah, I think I saw a movie like that once.
Take a nap. All right, so you're 2 out of 9.
Yeah, we got doing great.
We got 1 more to go.
Like right back into 11th grade for me.
Crazy roadside attractions. The final one, Stonehenge in Castle Rock, Colorado. Stonehenge,
right,
in Castle Rock, Colorado.
Okay. So many have been true in a row. I'm going to go with the odds. Just say this is not real.
I wish it was.
Yeah, I wish it was too.
I could just imagine a dispensary having Stonehenge made out of big joints.
I just wish it was real inside of our plaza here at the radio station. Give me something to do after work.
All right, that one was a rough one, guys. Crazy roadside. I mean, some of these are just like, it's 50-50. You don't know. I mean, somebody out there would have aced this because they know way too much about crazy roadside attractions.
Not me.
We are not those people. All right, coming up next, the final half an hour of the show, we'll get to Marshall's music news. This is the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 106.1. Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah, that was a rough one.
Well, it's like, I typed in stripper Hall of Fame. There's a stripper Hall of Fame. I typed in contraceptive museum. There's a contraceptive. I mean, all of these, I'm like, Jesus. So many real bizarre things to go visit.
Yeah, and they obviously, were they all based in America? Like the ones that you...
I didn't look outside of the country. Everything I was looking for was United States. I did find something that was outside of the country, but I wasn't going to use it. I don't remember what it was now, though. Oh, it was... There's a prostitution historic thing in Amsterdam because they got the red light district.
Okay.
Yeah, it was all kinds of weird roadside attractions.
All right, guys, coming up next, Marshall's Music News. Got 3 stories. The first one, we're going to talk about Def Leppard. Essentially, it's Def Leppard talking about Motley Crue. So that's going to be our first story. Second story is going to be about Shinedown, obviously announcing some more tour dates. And then our final story will be about Jerry Cantrell of Alice in Chains. He's back to work on some solo stuff, so we'll talk about that to wrap the show up today.
I like the thought of him doing some solo stuff. That's cool. I think... some of the stuff he's done has been really, really good.
Yeah, that was a tough one, Charles. That was a brutal beatdown there. 2 out of 10 or whatever I got, 3 out of 10. Yeah, it was that was a stink-filled mess right there. Yeah, today flew by for sure, man. But 3 more stories, then we're obviously back tomorrow. Mac is joining us for Chicks on Dudes. Mac is also going to join us on Thursday for a quick little segment. She wanted to try this silly thing that she saw on TikTok. And you know what? We're going to give her that platform because I don't think she could really do it by herself on Bob 106.9, which she's actually covering afternoons this week.
Okay.
So she's going to come in nice and early, hang out with us 8 a.m. on Thursday. So we'll have Mac a couple days in a row. And then upcoming for Friday, Beer for Breakfast, we have Eric Loy of Silver Bluff Brewing down in, once again, I can't think of the name of the town. Not Bluffton or Beaufort. It's the other one.
Oh, Brunswick.
Brunswick. There it is. That's the one.
And I believe you brought it up. Today's Mac's birthday.
Today is Mac's birthday.
So happy birthday, Mac.
Yeah, I just got a bunch of worky stuff after the show. I may eventually call our winners from trivia if I get to it. If not, it's just a bunch of stuff for our 20th anniversary show after the show today.
Yeah.
I don't think I have really any meetings. Let me just check. Be awkward if I missed one. Oh, thank God. No meetings today, guys. Great news.
What's the plus?
But coming up next, Marshall's Music News. Nathan goes, if Mac is watching the stream, I hope she gets a moist birthday cake. I hope she does too. You know, she really deserves it. You know, like a girthy one. You know, one maybe squarish and just girthy with some hard edges in it. What other words? Oh, yeah. I hope it's a very unisex cake. She's not very fond of the word unisex. She doesn't hate it. She doesn't love it either. What are the other words that Mac hates? I keep forgetting.
Lube.
Oh, she doesn't like lube. That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There's a list.
Yeah, I'm going to the list right now.
Did you send info to Crash about the concert stuff?
No.
Okay.
No, I have not. I will ship that to him.
Sure.
There we go. I'll ship that to him after the show. I mean, he's not on until 11 anyway, so.
Correct. Lubed up with a ton of icing. That's right.
Let's see. Of course, I can't find it. I'll go back.
All right, we got about 4 minutes until the first story from Marshall's Music News. Got some Ghost Square Hammer coming up.
Tybee Island police say dogs found dead along Dunes Road. Now they're looking for those responsible. This was a news story that was just posted up on WJCL.
What?
Police on Tybee Island say a dog was found dead in a trash bag near the dunes. The very next day, another was found dead in a storage tote near a road.
Oh, come on, guys.
Oh, my gosh. Let's find that person. Beat them to death. Let's see. Let's see what the comments on Facebook say, because, you know, there's going to be some gold in there. Tybee has a young serial killer on the loose. Find the people/person that is doing this and lock them up. There's a dog serial killer on Tybee. Who would have thought?
Crazy.
Angry neighbor killing someone's dog? ? Nathan, are you just throwing that out there because you're the actual perpetrator?
Throw people off your trail.
Yeah, people are fucked up, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, not a fan of that. All right, got about 3 minutes.
Hey, man, checking out the weather, following a bunch of the news stations, and they just put them up, man. The weather in here in the Savannah area over the next few days, just brutal. I mean, we're looking at rain every day, at least a 40% chance, just about, is it? I mean, 5 out of the next 7 days with highs in between 87 and 92.
Yeah.
So.
Just those little like spot showers that come in and
just make it humid as hell for the next rest of the day.
Rocklahoma actually looks pretty good.
Rocklahoma announced their lineup.
Rob Zombie, Slipknot, Limp Bizkit, Chevelle, Hailstorm, Anthrax, Falling in Reverse, Philip H. Anselmo, Seven Dust, The Who, Motionless in White, Pop Evil, Bad Flower, Grandson, Candlebox, Andrew W.K., Stephen Piercy of Rat, Puddle of Mud, From Ashes to New, Tremonti, John 5, Aaron Jones, Butcher Babies, Bones UK.
I'm not going to lie. I actually like Welcome to Rockville better than that lineup.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Slipknot and Bizkit are the two big ones. I don't care about Bizkit. I don't need to see them ever again. But man, boy, would I love to see Slipknot. But obviously they're going to be doing a solo show in Atlanta this fall. But yeah, I actually like Welcome to Rockville better than that.
Nice.
Speaking of Welcome to Rockville, how did you want to? Are we doing interviews on site? What are we actually doing?
I don't know. I don't know yet. We can talk about that. I'm not 100%. I mean, if we can go in and get stuff that we think we can use on the show, I'm all for it. I don't feel the need just to go do interviews for the sake of doing those. But if we can get shit for the show, I think that's fine. And I think that could be fun. But we have to figure out what that is, because we tried to get bands to do like, sit in for us for like trivia, and they weren't too keen on it, for whatever reason. So if we can find, if there are bands that, will have some fun, yes. Or it's like, hey, you can interview Metallica, yes, please. If that would happen. But yeah, I think it depends on if we feel we can get the content for the show out of it.
I talked to Tim, the engineer, and I think Tim is going to make his way to Rockville as well. Are there going to be Rockville ticket giveaways? Yes, there is going to be more. They probably won't happen for a while, though. Right now, we're focused on our 20th anniversary show. So I would say closer to the end of summer, beginning of our fall kind of promotional book, which is early September, you'll start seeing a lot more Welcome to Rockville giveaways from us.
All right, guys, be right back. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Happy Tuesday. Before we get out of here, got some Marshall's music news. Here is story number one.
So about a week and a half ago, Vince Neil of Motley Crue was doing a solo show, and 14 songs into the performance, he essentially gave up mid-song. That was for the final song of the night called Girls, Girls, Girls. Familiar with it?
Maybe.
Yeah, if you've been to a strip club, you definitely are. And Vince Neil said, "Hey, guys, I'm sorry. It's been a long time since I last played, and my effing voice is gone. We love you, and we'll see you hopefully next time." He left the stage, but his band stayed on and played the rest of the song, and actually people could still hear the vocals. Vince Neil had a backing vocal track for that song. Well, in a recent interview, Phil Collin of Def Leppard was asked about Neil's performance. Obviously, Def Leppard, Motley Crue, Poison, Joan Jett, they're going on a huge stadium tour that was supposed to happen 2 years ago, but it's now happening next summer. And obviously, there's some concerns about Vince Neil because he looks bad. I mean, he gained all the weight back that he lost. The plastic surgery is not looking too hot. He's just having a rough time. Well, Phil Collin of Def Leppard was asked about Vince Neil and his performance. He goes, "Well, yeah, I heard about it. Hey, look, he's got a year to get into the stadium tour shape he needs to be in. There's a lot at stake when you go out on tour, and you want to be at your best. Hopefully, we'll be working out together and all that stuff." He goes, "That's the other thing. We do have a camaraderie, especially with Motley Crue, with Nikki. So we've been talking to them just before the tour. And yes, hopefully, we're going to work out together, and we're going to do all that stuff once again." That's what he said. He goes, "With Vince, he's got a year to go. Hopefully, everything is cool by then. I hope so. Fingers crossed."
If you're in Motley Crue, you make the big spectacle of retiring the band, signing the contract to never tour again. Then you make the big spectacle of blowing up said contract.
Right.
Do you sit Vince down and be like, "Come on, man, you got to drop 50 pounds. You got to get some cardio. You got to be able to make it through this show."
Yeah, I mean, like this is the gig. I mean, if they don't pull off the stadium tour right, there's no reason for them to tour anymore because Vince Neil will kill the reputation of Motley Crue even more than it's probably already been hurt just by his solo performances. So I hope it goes well. I like Motley Crue. I've seen them multiple times. They're a fun show, especially when Vince Neil is even sounding close to okay. So good Lord. Hopefully he gets his stuff together.
All right, coming up, 2 more stories to go with Marshall's Music News. Let's do some Def Leppard. It's Rock Ages, Cotter and Marshall Show. Rock 106.1.
Nathan, it was terrible sounding. He needs to go get the vocal coach that Axl used. What up, Dave? I hope Vince gets his voice and stuff back. He just needs a personal trainer. Yeah. And dude, with the money he's going to make from the stadium tour, I mean, like, invest in yourself. You got a year. I mean, Phil Collin is right. Like, you're about a year out. Start, wrap up. I mean, if he's got a string of solo dates, wrap those up and then just stop touring.
Yes.
Take the money you earn from these solo dates, get that personal trainer, and then take care of yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, you can still have a cheat day. Have a cheat day once a week. Saturdays, eat a box of donuts. But after that, go back, quit drinking, quit partying, and, take care of yourself. Especially, you talked about taking care of yourself at a certain age. Like, when do you start caring?
Right.
Vince Neil has to start caring.
He needs to start caring. I mean, and if you guys are in the band, I mean, that had to have been something that got brought up. Because you made such a spectacle about, hey, the band's done, and then not that many years later, it's like, never mind, we're not done. You had to sit down, Vince, and be like, dude, you got to get yourself in the shape. We can't look like a-holes on the road.
Well, he's 60 years old, too. I mean,
that's not bad, though.
Vince Neil is, well, technically he's the second youngest in the band, but he's still young-ish, but still, he's 60 years old. He's got to start taking care of himself.
Yeah, just in general.
Because, Mick Mars is 70 years old.
Damn.
Nikki Sixx is 62. Tommy Lee is 58. The guys aren't young anymore. But still, definitely should hopefully take care of himself so we could see some Motley Crue and he doesn't keel over. Because let me tell you, when he plays Jacksonville, it's not going to be nice, fun Jacksonville. It's going to be June, July, August, crazy heat at night Jacksonville.
Well, like I said, even when I saw them, and it was over a decade ago. It was when I was still in Illinois working there. It was rough. It wasn't horrible. It's not like what you're seeing now. But he still only sang like every fifth word. It wasn't like he was enunciating well back then.
I saw him, the last I saw him, he was doing he was doing the string of shows at the Hard Rock.
Residency?
Yeah, the residency,
Yeah.
the Pearl of the Palm. Or no, the The Joint.
Okay.
I saw him there, and he actually sounded pretty good. And I mean, the band sounded pretty good. I didn't stay for the whole show. I think I only stayed for half.
Okay.
Of it.
Well, that's good.
But yeah, I mean, the band sounded pretty damn good. So I'm kind of stunned to see this. I mean, like ever since I moved here, like the last 8 years has not been great to Vince Neil.
Yeah.
You get that big time residency money and then ate all the lobster with butter.
All right. We got just over a minute, guys. Head into story number 2.
Story number 2 is going to be about Shinedown. Obviously, we made the announcement yesterday of them adding the North Augusta date, SRP Park. Whoops, I put that SRP Park was in Georgia. It's actually in South Carolina.
Oh.
My bad. Yeah, I mean, he definitely uses a backing track, Dave.
All right, guys, be right back. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Get the stream, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Right now, story number 2, Marshall's Music News.
So Shinedown just announced yesterday they are hitting the road and adding more dates, including stops in Chattanooga on October 5th. But the date closest to us, technically, date closest to us, will be Thursday, October 7th, North Augusta, South Carolina. So it's just over the Georgia state line at SRP Park. They're playing a show there with 0936. We're giving away tickets all week long with Are You Smarter Than a Community College Dropout trivia. Plus, on top of that, in unrelated Shinedown news, we have 2 more shows we're announcing at 10 a.m. today. So if you're following Rock 1061 on Facebook or Instagram, make sure to follow those channels closely because just after 10 o'clock today, we have 2 big shows we're going to share with you.
All right, we've got more of Marshall's music news right before we wrap up the show. It's all coming up next. Cotter and Marshall, Rock 1061.
Freaking Disgusta. Why not just have it in Alma? Man, Charles really has a hatred for Augusta that I never really knew of. James Hetfield, I think. Yeah, he's 57. Rep.
Okay.
He's still in good shape, except for the alcohol rehab visits. Yeah. The dude drinks every 4 years. He's essentially like a quarterly, every 4 year Santa Claus. Just to rehab. Yeah, all the guys in Metallica are like 57, 58. They're all the same age, except for Rob.
I was going to say, he's probably younger, isn't he?
Rob is younger.
Excuse me, guys. Sorry.
What's Rob's name? Rob Trujillo.
Yeah.
Rob is, well, he's 56. So, yeah, I mean,
damn.
The guys are in between 58 and 56 years old. So, I mean, they're all born there at 64, 65-ish. Yeah, Nathan, if Mick can get out there, Vince still can get it together.
Yeah, no doubt, right?
Guess who just emailed me?
Vic.
No.
A-Dub.
Mac's mom just emailed me.
Oh.
What's up?
What she wants?
What's up?
She hanging out? She watching the stream?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would.
Wouldn't you like to know?
What do you guys got going on over there?
Don't you worry about it.
You got a little side hustle over there?
Mama Margaret and Marshall, we hang sometimes.
Is this why she comes to town so often? I'm just asking.
I'm just saying, she doesn't come with her husband, that's for sure. Daddy Mac's staying at home. She actually, so Mama Margaret just emailed me. I don't think she's watching the stream today. She says, "Good morning, Marshall. I hope all is well in the Low Country." Happy face. "I just wanted to let you know that today is Mac's birthday. Yay. I didn't figure she would share that information, so I thought I would. Have a great day, Mama Margaret. If Mac shows up to the office before we're off the air, let's sing Mac happy birthday on the stream.
Okay.
And then everyone who's watching can join in.
Yeah. If not, we can do it tomorrow. Just belated.
No.
Missed the opportunity.
Today's the day, Cotter.
I get that.
We live in the moment.
As I go home and watch Frasier.
Hey, that's a you thing. Man. That's a you thing.
Oh, man.
If they could do shows at SRP Park, we could totally do some in Savannah at Grayson Stadium. 100%. I agree with that.
Yeah. I mean, they've done a handful of country shows at Grayson.
Yeah.
So, never done a rock show, but country shows, they tend to do well.
So there is and I know this is kind of crazy to say, but I was talking to some people about places that you could do shows here in Savannah. So there is a large, I think it's like an RV park. You know where Nine Line is down on 204?
Yeah.
So there is an RV area that it's a massive swath of land that you could do shows out there. I heard there's been a show or two out there.
Okay.
But I've been told that there's a spot down on 204 near Nine Line. I don't remember the exact name of it. I think it's a campground actually. That is perfect to do shows.
Parking?
I've driven. Yeah, there's like loads of parking.
That's
so,
awesome.
Yeah. It's kind of a weird spot, but and then it's also on a 1-lane road, so that could be also terrible. But apparently that's a good spot.
Nick Saban receives contract extension through 2029.
Yeah, Nick Saban's going to die coaching football. That man will never retire. Yeah, I mean, there's been shows in Banana Stadium before. I love Grayson Stadium. Haven't been in a while, but
yeah, it's a fun ballpark. All right, so we got about just over 4 minutes, a couple more commercials. Latest from Rise Against. My wife's like, every time I hear this song, I get depressed.
No Regeneration?
Yeah.
Oh.
She goes, just listen to the lyrics. It's so sad. It is kind of a sad song. I guess they wrote it about their, just pertaining to their kids, looking at how they're growing up and what's, going on in the world. So it was kind of written about that.
Well, if you want to be sad, just another news story that came out from WJCL.
I'll make it about dogs again.
Sad news to report. Marine Corps recruit Depot Paris Island says a recruit has died during the final stages of training.
Oh, damn, man.
The recruit died after a grueling 54-hour final test known as the Crucible.
Okay.
Yikes.
Wow, that sucks.
And that'll be the last bit of sad news we'll offer you guys today. We'll keep the rest of it positive. I don't even know how to say this guy's last name correctly. Pusadio? Pusado? Dillinger Escape Plan frontman?
I don't know.
I may just call him Greg, so I don't have to butcher his last name.
I think that's okay.
Our last story today is about Jerry Cantrell working on a new solo album.
Let's see. Oh, yeah.
Rhett's dropping links. What do we got here? Disney unveils new $100 sandwich. If people are confused, I can literally make this at home.
Pusiato.
Pusiato. There we go. Pusiato. Let's see. Oops.
Disney is making. Where is this at? $99.99 family size.
Panini sandwich has premiered at the Pim Test Restaurant, California, Disney's California Kitchen.
Described as a dining experience where guests can refuel with Ant-Man and Wasp. Guests can order, which was originally named the Quantum Size. And so the sandwich serves 6 to 8 guests, which comes out to about $12.50, $16.50, which seems legit for a price at Disney. So it's really not that bad if you think about it.
Actually, that sounds cheap when it comes to Disney if it's feeding that many people.
I mean, the whole thing is PIM particles. They make things bigger. They make things smaller. So it's, a huge-ass sandwich because... Okay, I get it. Yeah, I mean, it's just a big sandwich.
It's just a big sandwich.
Well, I mean, it is what it is. It's pricey, but if you get enough people eating the sandwich, that's fine. So there you go. Okay, fine.
Boom.
I will be spending more money at Disney eventually, Rhett. I've given them way too much of my money, but they will take more. Universal gets it this year, though.
Yep, I'm going to be doing the RIP tour. They haven't announced it yet, which is a little late. They usually do it by now, but I can imagine here in the next few weeks. That's the Halloween Horror Nights Rest in Peace tour is where they give you free food, and then you get a tour. They do a group of like 10 people, and then you go to the front line of every single house. Yeah. You don't have to wait in line, because usually you'd have to go at least twice.
To get through everything?
And maybe sometimes 3 times, just to do that. But instead... you pay a little extra cash, and you just get this guided tour. They stop you for bathroom breaks, and you see buy alcoholic drinks.
Oh, it's awesome.
You just can't bring a drink inside the house. So you have to down drinks.
Drink
awesome.
Some more,
dude. It's so awesome.
I don't know if Dan would be into that. I think that it sounds like it'd be fun. I mean, I'm not a huge haunted house guy, but I mean, this kind of themed stuff sounds like it'd be really cool.
Awesome. Yeah. I mean, we had the best time when we did it back in 2019. That's why. I was telling, we were kind of trying to figure out what to do for the rest of our year. And I'm like, we're doing this. And yeah, my wife was like, yep, absolutely. It was so much fun.
Nice. All right, guys, got about 20 seconds. Final break of the day. As always, thank you for hanging out. We appreciate it. And we'll be back. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show. Before we get out of here, one more time, Marshall's music news.
So this is really exciting news. Back in March, Jerry Cantrell of Alice in Chains fame announced that he was working on and completing his 3rd solo album. The as yet untitled record will mark his first full-length solo effort since 2002's Degradation Trip. I mean, since then, he's done a couple albums with Alice in Chains, and he's teamed up with collaborator Dillinger Escape Plan frontman Greg Puciato, also visual artist Jesse Draxler. Now, there was a photo that was placed up on Instagram just over the weekend of Jerry Cantrell at the Foo Fighters Studios, which is Studio 606 in San Fernando Valley, California. All 3 of the artists are posing in front of a giant painting of Dave Grohl perched in a high-back chair wearing a plush robe.
That's awesome.
He goes, it's been a long time since I rock and rolled. Fun visit to 606 tonight. So obviously, Jerry Cantrell putting the final touches on a new solo album. His solo work stands up to this day.
It really does.
I actually took my friend Ken McDonald to his very first rock concert ever. It was in Peoria, Illinois, went to the Madison Theater, and it was during that very first Jerry Cantrell solo album. I guess was that Degradation Trip? Was that the double album?
The Degradation Trip, I believe, was the double album.
That was my friend's first show. We went to the Madison Theater, and it was a Halloween show. Jerry Cantrell was dressed in a giant sumo suit and still playing guitar very, very well. He didn't wear it the whole night, though.
That's awesome. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. Tomorrow, Mac's going to join us for Chicks on Dudes. By the way, today is Mac's birthday.
Happy birthday, Mac.
She's going to be here at 9 o'clock. If you have a question for Mac, you can hit us up via the email kmshow@rock1061.com. Also, Cotter versus Marshall will argue something tomorrow, so check that out as well. So thank you guys for hanging out today all morning long on air and on the stream. We'll talk to you tomorrow, 6 o'clock. It is the Cotter and Marshall Show, Rock 1061.
All right, good-looking people of the stream, thanks for hanging out on the show today. Mac! I don't think she's here. If she was here, we'd sing happy birthday to her. We'll sing happy birthday to Mac tomorrow, 9 a.m. for Chicks on Dudes. You guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you then.
See you guys. Thank you.